Greetings! Welcome to Act Natural, the D&D podcast where players from across the world explore two sister campaigns set in the same homebrew world. This week's episode features the Wild Cards. To get the latest updates, find us on Facebook with our name Act Natural, or follow us on Twitter at ActNatural_D&D. Now, on to the show. Last time on our adventure, Alexander was facing off with the guard who had seen through his deceptions. After a few rounds of combat and more guards and citizens arriving, Alexander knocked unconscious the guard who had assailed him and fled. Two other guards gave chase, but Alexander was able to turn invisible before being caught and escaped. Liberté, meanwhile, who was now on the scene, saved the unconscious guard with his healing potion. For his actions, he was brought to the guardhouse and reimbursed by Lieutenant Carver. After answering many questions from the party and awarding them the contract regarding the farmer, the lieutenant bid them adieu. The party reconvened and traded tales of what had happened and demanded better of Alexander the next time he got into a scrap. They then did some more shopping at the trading post while Jacques went to observe Ginny in case anything untold were to happen to her. Back at the Hungry Halfling, Taz identified the deck of cards at long last, gaining information about the fabled Deck of Deliverance, and gained some insight into its creator. While Alexander performed his nightly song, Liberté, Vesper, and Jacques went to see if they could find Thea, whom they had gained information about from Ginny. However, not knowing where her shop was or where her home was, or what she looked like, they eventually returned defeated. Later in the evening, the party then left to seek Errich, the farmer, who had contacted the lieutenant about his issue. While the party did not have directions at first, they were assisted by a passerby. After briefly getting some more information from Errich, the group began to set off towards the supposed scarecrow in the bean patch. And that is where we pick up.
I was led to believe that it was a crow scare, but, there's mistakes.
Oh yeah, Crowscares. I remember it was something really weird naming.
I think it was because the lieutenant was just mispronouncing it.
Yeah.
Either that or he's not from around here.
That's the information I'm going with, and that's what I'm going to use.
And then Liberté is not knowledgeable enough to realize that that's what happened, so he kept saying it the wrong way.
Alright, so you all are just on the outskirts of Eric's farmhouse. What would you all like to do?
What time is it?
It is late evening at this point, probably between 10 and midnight.
Is there meant to be a map, or...?
It's in the middle.
If you don't have dark vision, you should only be able to see your token, because it is dark.
Well, life makes sense again. Thank you, everyone.
I did cast light on my sword.
Okay, then go ahead and bring in a torch, and you can drag it around with you.
And Alexander, I think...
I had dancing lights.
Okay, so you can go ahead and drag one in too, Alexander.
Okay, so we... I guess we have no leads.
Only that he pointed straight forward.
Correct. The bean patch is down in this direction. Errich pointed to you where it was.
Well, I think the only way to deal with this is to go check it out first. I can send the lights ahead when we get closer, and we can get a bit of an idea of what we're looking at.
Right, so the scarecrow, the farmer said, was 150 feet away from the house, and we traveled about 50 or 60.
You guys are just now leaving, so you're not that far away.
Okay.
And also Vesper and me were supposed to be leading.
Yep.
And I drop my sword real quick.
Or south, right? I don't know.
Okay, so we have to figure out how we can find this thing. Does anybody have any way of detecting something specific?
I would have felt something by now, I think.
As a reminder, Vesper, you did use one of your divine senses at the end of last game and did not detect any celestials, fiends, or undead. but you would know that that has a range. It is only 60 feet.
Oh, we would have to continue further. Potentially. Alright. We just go on ahead then?
Let's just stay together and head out.
Okay.
Again, we already know, like, straightforward. That's basically it.
Okay, yeah, so we head straight forward.
Okay. Are you just walking up, or are you all being stealthy?
I don't think we're trying to hide from it.
I don't think there's much stealth we can do with these lights. And I can't see without them,
And
so...
also, I think it would be easier for it to find us than for us to find him or it. Is everyone okay with that, or does everyone just go stealth?
I'm good with that. I just think everyone should stand around me, so you're all likely to get stabbed before me.
Alright, that's fair.
Put the people with the pointy things in the front.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. You all begin to move out towards the supposed bean patch. Not too much later, you all enter on the verge of it, and I will move you all to that map. Give me one moment.
Josh, are the farmers' properties divided by fences? Is that what the line is on this current map?
That is the immediate area around like where his home and his barn is, but in terms of the actual farmland, you don't see a fence.
Okay.
And you guys can be farther back if you want. That's just all the bigger I made the map, so you can be back farther if you wish.
Okay, so what is the distance of my vision? 60 feet. Okay, so do I see anything within 60 feet of us?
Make a perception check.
Can I see if I can hear anything?
Go ahead and make one as well. Liberté, you see the bean patch that you are now standing in, not doing too good of a job to work on your promise that you weren't going to destroy his crops if you didn't have to. You look out and you do see the outline of the scarecrow in the distance. You don't get too much of a visual on it, however. Jacques, you listen out very closely, and you do hear some scuttling, some rustling from all directions. Doesn't seem to be anything untoward. Sounds most like, animals.
Nothing heavy.
Nothing big.
Could I send my light out towards where the scarecrow is?
You may.
I'm sitting on top of it, so... Whereabouts was it, roughly, that we spotted it?
The scarecrow?
Yeah.
It's here.
The best.
I'll just sort of hover it over the top there.
Oh, that kind of scared me.
Alexander, you have 4, so you can put more on there if you wish.
Yeah.
So I can, as a ritual, cast Detect Magic, but only within 30 feet. I don't know if we want to do that first to see if there's anything, up with it, or if it's dormant right now.
Are you expending another use?
So what does that sense?
Vesper, you would know it detects celestials, fiends, and undead.
Do we think that the Crowscare is a celestial or a fiend or an undead?
We don't know anything about it. I guess the only thing would be, a closer inspection.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and poke it.
I could send Charles to go check it out.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Is that what we're doing? Alright.
Does it do anything when I poke it?
Oh wait, are we actually right next to it now, or are we still just like
I'm 30 feet away, and that's the range of Mage Hand.
You cast your mage hand, slowly send it forward. You can only reach that arm, probably, right? That front arm? Or can you reach the center?
30 feet in the arm.
Yeah, so you reach your mage hand out and poke it. No reaction of any kind.
Okay, so I'm gonna start the ritual for detect magic. It takes 10 minutes. If this thing's not moving or threatening us, might as well just stare at it for a while.
It's up to you guys. Does the rest of the party want to wait 10 minutes?
Yeah, I'll stand guard.
Can I see the area around it from where I am, or no?
Make a perception check.
Before let's see. I'm gonna do it right this time, I swear. I've been doing it wrong for a while.
16. Okay. Looking around the scarecrow, around where it is planted and the general vicinity, you notice that it is in between two distinct rows of vegetation. It seems to be planted on a single stake. That stake goes up about 7 or 8 feet, and that stake seems to go up the back of the scarecrow as if any other.
What kind of vegetation is it? What's the crops here?
It's a bean patch.
Correct.
Beans.
So they're low, viney.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go over to Vespa, and I'll ask, how far can you throw something?
Depends on what it is.
Well, it's funny you might say that, and I'll poof out Charles into my hand, and I'm like, how far could you throw this?
Couldn't you just let her walk across there?
The sneak attack.
I'm gonna look down at the cat. How big is the cat?
He's like,
The fat cat?
someone's gonna have to Americanize this for me, because that's not gonna work. But,
It looks like a traditional cat.
thank you. There you go.
Metric traditional.
Yes, it is not Grumpy Cat. It is not the diabetes cat. It is a regular cat.
Just like an American short hair cat. Like regular.
Sure.
Yeah.
Roughly a year-old small boy. Just,
Are we making this too complicated? It's a scarecrow.
I can throw him. Will it hurt him?
maybe. Depends how well you throw him.
Think he has time to walk.
But I want to throw the cat.
Yeah, I want to throw the cat as well. There's literally no downside to this plan.
Are you throwing it or not?
I'm gonna throw it.
Hell yeah.
Make a strength check, Vesper. Alexander, roll a dexterity check for Charles.
Okay, I'll have to open his page.
Did you drag Charles onto the board?
I have not yet.
Okay. And are you moving up to do this, Vesper?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
No, I'll move up. Where should I move up though? No, wrong way.
No, you don't have to go for the 3-pointer. You can.
So you're going to get in front of Jacques or next to Jacques or...
Right there.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead and make a strength check, Vesper. 13. Okay. You kind of take Charles, and a 1, and a 2, and and you chuck him forward. Go ahead and make a dexterity check for Charles.
Gonna throw him like a football.
Oh no.
Oh. Okay.
All the stats about cats bother me.
All right. So
But he lands
Vesper,
on his feet, though.
I'm gonna say go ahead and make a dexterity save for Charles
Okay.
for how bad that dex check was.
Yeah, that was horrible.
That was for him to grab onto the scarecrow, and he missed. So now he's trying to land on his feet.
Believe in you, Charles.
It's better.
Okay, that's enough. So, Vesper, you chuck Charles, and you do it a little bit harder than was probably necessary. He goes flying through the air, just kind of claws out, scratching at the air. He actually hits the hat of the head and goes flying past and lands over here.
Sorry.
Dang it.
Anything happen?
Yeah. Anything?
Doesn't seem to be any immediate reaction.
Didn't work.
Well, for a matter of opinion.
I want to shoot it with an arrow.
You have a bow?
Yeah, I have a bow.
He bbought it
Oh.
at the
No, I
shop
didn't buy
the
it.
last time.
We
Oh.
got it from one of the people we killed at the mansion.
Okay. I was going to say, I didn't remember you getting one. Fair enough.
No, I've had this short bow for a really long time. That's why I bought the arrows.
Gotcha.
It's all coming together.
Go ahead and make your attack roll.
23. Nice.
I don't think I'm +5 though.
Yeah, are you proficient?
I don't think I am. Why is it giving me a +5?
Yeah, so if you go into the short bow attack, wherever it is, and then uncheck proficient, it should take away your proficiency bonus.
Yeah, there we go. I don't know why I didn't put that. I didn't do that. So
It does it automatically. Roll20 assumes that if you're adding a weapon, you're proficient with it.
okay, well, I got a 21.
You pull out the arrow, pull it back, fire. It sticks in. It actually basically is hanging out the other side. Taz, you can kind of see this. Basically, the entire arrow went through because it's mostly straw, and just the feather tip end is what's holding it into the cloth at the far end.
No reaction.
No reaction.
All this time, I'm still
Yeah.
doing the ritual spell.
I'll say at this point, Taz, that your ritual is done. You send out Detect Magic. You detect the light spell on Jacques' shield. You detect dancing lights from Alexander. You detect Alexander's hat. You detect the deck of cards. You do not detect anything near the scarecrow.
I also have a potion of healing. I think that would ding too, right?
Yeah. I was just saying that for flavor, so.
Okay.
I'm gonna have Charles go and climb up and sit on top of it.
Okay. He just nimbles his way up, sits on top of the hat.
Alright, then, okay. This is clearly just a regular scarecrow.
Yeah, if it was something like a construct that was inert or waiting for a command, it would probably register on my spell, but this is getting nothing.
It's not doing anything to Charles. I'm gonna go get my arrow.
Okay. You walk up to it.
I'm gonna go get my cat.
I grab my arrow.
Okay. Alexander, as you walk up and kind of wait for Charles to hop down. As you're waiting, you see him kind of look down at the ground and then get those really big pupils that cats get when they're about to pounce. And you look down at the ground and there seems to be a bunch of rats all around you.
Oh no.
What's taking so long?
Is that around me or Liberté as well? Like just all around.
You notice them here and here.
Right.
How many is a bunch, and do I see them?
Make a perception check. Here you hear Alexander mention the rats, and you kind of look down and start moving your feet. You don't see any.
Okay. If I can't reach my arrow, my mage hand will get it for me.
Oh, you can reach the arrow. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just standing where I am, and I'm talking to Charles, and I'm like, you get down from there. Come on, get off.
and then lands on your arm.
Thank you.
So should we search this whole field then?
Well, we could just light the scarecrow on fire, say we killed it, and take the money and leave.
And we could also, it might also light the rest of the crop on fire as well.
That's why we put it out after the scarecrow.
Hmm. Do we really want to do that?
I'm wondering if the scarecrow is not magical and not coming to life. Is somebody doing this to spook the farmer?
How about, Tess, how about you take a look up close to it? Search it.
Jacques, as you're moving forward, you also see the rats. You actually move into them right there. So you move in, and as you're stepping in, there are a bunch of rats just crawling over your feet. It's probably a couple inches worth of rats.
I want to stab one of the ones in front of me if I can, and I'll say, well, we're here to do an extermination, so we'll exterminate something, and I'll just attack one of the rats or the bunch of rats with my sword.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack.
No worries.
Hmm.
I'll quickly remember how that works. I think it's this. Hell yeah. 21.
Okay, that hits. So you bring down your sword on which one are you attacking? The one on Jacques or the one right above
The
you?
one in front of me.
To the north?
Yeah.
Okay. So you bring down your sword. You hear a bunch of them start to scramble. Jacques, the ones that are on your feet also begin to scramble. Liberté, you also feel more rats begin to scramble. Everybody, let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Cat dropped. She's not in roll 20.
Yeah, she's not in Discord either.
Ooh, she did.
Yeah.
Connection problems, she said.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I will roll for her. You see 4 distinct areas of rats begin to swarm. Liberté, there is one underneath you.
Oh.
Oh, Liberté and Taz rolled the same.
You can go first, Liberté, since they're underneath you.
We're just going to go with what's on the turn order. All right. So Alexander comes down with his sword. You all see these rats begin to scurry all around. Liberté, it is your turn.
I'm gonna back off and take the attack of opportunity if that's what happens. I didn't stab any rats.
I did nothing wrong.
They will take an attack on you. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Oh.
Oh no.
So that is 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Ouch.
Ouch. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna magic missile the group that Jacques is surrounded by.
All right, go ahead and roll it. All right, that is
9 total.
9 points of damage. So, Liberté, you back off. A bunch of rats take a chunk out of your foot. Ow, that really hurt. You coalesce the arcane energy, fire off the 3 darts. They slam into the one around Jacques.
Alright, longsword.
It's Taz's turn.
Oh, it's Tess?
Yeah, I was shooting at the rats that were around you.
Oh.
That's why I said your name.
Yeah, do you, anything as a bonus action, Liberté?
No.
Okay, Taz, you are up.
Okay, I'm going to retreat. And then I'll use Eldritch Blast on the red ones. To the
Alright.
left. I guess that's the back of the scarecrow?
Yep.
14 to hit.
14 hits. They only have an armor class of 10.
Okay, so 14 damage.
All right. You coalesce that black swirling energy, fire it straight off, and it just, like an energy cannon, just drives straight through them. You do a pretty decent amount of damage.
Yeah, I don't need to do anything else, so I will hold where I'm at.
Okay. Alexander.
Alright. So I'll open this up. I'm on 20 HP for some reason. I can't remember why, but that's probably relevant, so I'll keep it. Oh yeah, it's because I got attacked. Okay, so I'll go to the rats in front of me, and I'll have Charles jump up in the air for the help action and distract them, and while they're all looking at him, I will just stab as many as I can with the rapier. So I'll just few quick motions, go for that attack roll.
Attack with advantage.
Yep, so I'll do that again, just for the same damage for the first one. Oh, ugh. Ouch.
You come down with your rapier, and unfortunately, the rats seem to look up and notice Charles, and they scatter quickly. And right where your rapier comes down, you hit grass. You pull it back up, and there's like a piece of sod wedged on the edge of your rapier. You kind of twirl it off. Then they kind of coalesce back together. No damage.
Oh well, it was a good idea, buddy. And I'll pass.
Jacques.
I'll have my longsword and I'll slash at them. One-handed.
Okay. The ones right below you, you come through, whoosh, you take off the heads of a few, do 5 points of slashing damage.
Still not dead. Love.
You think you've eliminated about half of the ones near your feet between you and Liberte.
Yeah, they're still swarming, huh? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Emma turned it in.
Okay. It is the rat's turn. This one is going to move on to you, Jacques. And these are going to move on to you, Alexander.
That is fair enough.
Yep, 2 attacks each at Jacques and Alexander. Let me double check here. Okay, 1 of each. Okay. All right, so these are at Alexander.
Okay.
17.
Yep. That'll do it.
All right, 9 points of piercing damage.
Yep.
And the second one, 15 to hit.
I think that hits because I am a bard. Yeah, 14.
All right, so
no.
you take a total of 16 points of piercing damage
Oh,
as
dude.
the rats jump up and just start biting you all over your entire body. Thighs, calves, arms, a couple get up on your neck, and you're just trying to throw them off as best you can.
Oh, dude.
That is the ones at Alexander. Here are the ones at Jacques. 21 to hit.
Oh, yes. It hits.
Drop and roll.
6. And the second one,
We're not on fire.
12 to hit.
Miss.
All right. So you only take 6 points of piercing damage. A couple of them get inside your armor, Jacques, but your legs before you're able to kind of force them back out.
Mm.
That is the rat's turns. It comes to Vesper. Vesper is going to move up towards the ones with you, Jacques.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing that the one with the green dot is hurt more, that's the one she's going to attack.
Wait. Oh. Is that what she asked you to do?
Oh, did she send instructions?
No.
No, she didn't say anything.
Yeah, I would know. I was wondering if she would, given her sort of discipline, I was wondering if she would heal Alexander.
Based on what she said on the way here and how she was aiming to hit a scarecrow, I'm going to say she's going to attack.
Yes.
Okay, just don't attack the scarecrow.
So she's going to come across them with her greatsword,
Ouch.
which misses.
Oh no.
So she comes down And Jacques, as they're coming off of the attack from you, she comes down and they're able to just skitter out of the way. That's kind of fitting. Back to the top of the round, Liberté.
Okay. Let me just see something here. Okay. So I'm going to... Oh wait, I gotta measure something. Yeah, no problem. Alright. I'm gonna move to here. And I'm gonna firebolt the green one.
Okay, go ahead and make the attack. That hits.
Nice.
You coalesce the energy. You see them kind of dodge out of Vesper's attack, and you time it just right, and you're able to fire off that burst of energy. It dissipates across them. They're still alive.
I just start shouting at Alexander, Pied Piper! Pied Piper!
What?
I don't know.
Piper. You talking about the story?
Got it.
Taz.
Alright, I'll... situation. Yeah, so I'll go and use Eldritch Blast against the orange again.
Okay. The orange was not the one that you hit. You hit the red.
Oh, okay. So, orange.
Okay. To confirm,
Oh.
you're
Oh,
switching to the orange or no?
Sorry. No. Sorry. You're right. Red.
Red. Okay. So you coalesce that energy, take aim once more, fire it off. You hear the squeaking of a few more.
Tough little buggers. That's 20 points of damage total on the red. Okay. That's all I can do, unfortunately.
Yeah, the red ones and the green ones look like they don't have too many left, but the orange and blue look like they're pretty much fine.
Yeah. Funny how that works out.
Anything else, Taz?
I can't do anything else.
Alexander.
Okay. Alright. That's unfortunate. Can't heal and cast another spell. I can't get out of it, I don't cast a spell.
You can cast a cantrip.
Yeah, but it's not a cantrip. I'm gonna put Charles on the ground and say, "Stay, good boy," and then I'm gonna turn invisible with invisibility.
All right, make a stealth check with advantage.
Okay. Sorry, advantage. Always do that. Stealth. There we go, 22.
Good to know. Anything else, Alexander?
And then I'm gonna try and run away.
Okay. Where are you moving to?
See, I get a bunch of hits no matter what I do, so I think we're just gonna roll the dice
Even invisible?
and try and go down this way. Well, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's just attack to disadvantage if they know I was there, so these two, but...
Technically, you're in melee with 3.
The
one under Jacques as well. So
no,
you
I
would
agree,
so you would get 3 attacks at disadvantage if you moved.
I'm gonna have to take that chance.
All right.
Oh, boy.
We'll do the first two and see if I actually move first, I suppose, but...
Okay, disadvantage. What's your armor class?
14.
Misses.
Alright, we're free. Keep going.
That's the first one.
I know.
Second one.
Yes,
Misses.
keep going.
Third one.
Yes!
Oh, wow.
They all
So
miss.
lucky.
Wow.
That was a 4, a 10, and a 6. And almost all of those would have hit had you not had that disadvantage.
That's why I did it. And, okay, so how far away can I get? That's obviously not as far, though. It's just an indication.
You can move your movement speed, so 30 feet.
Here. and I am, after seeing them all attack me and miss, I'm gonna have Charles book it as well because he's safe now. So I'm just gonna have him run to out here, maybe picking up a rat on the way that I already killed, but that's
Yeah,
fine.
he grabs one in his mouth and runs off. They cannot
Yeah.
attack Charles. They do not have attacks of opportunity left.
Fantastic. And I will use my bonus action to look to Taz to give bardic inspiration, and I'll look to him and I'll say, Taz, and I'll give him the advantage. Oh, advantage, the inspiration. And that's my turn.
Taz, you have a D6.
Yep.
Jacques, you're up.
Alright, I'll take swing again. Single hand.
Okay. At the green one, I assume?
Yes.
Alright. That hits. This time you come through with your sword, and it's not one slash. It's 1, whoosh, 2, whoosh, 3, whoosh, and you slowly eviscerate all of the rats in that swarm.
They disperse. And then I'm gonna move down right here. And then actually probably end my turn there because I can't have any more bonus action. Yeah, end my turn there.
Okay. It is now the rats' turns. This one's going to move here. This one's going to move here. And that one's going to stay on Vesper. So we're going to get 2 attacks at Jacques and 1 at Vesper.
Good thing I came back in time. What the heck happened?
Uh,
Time to die.
you didn't miss much. Alexander almost died.
Yeah,
Ah,
I took
I
like
see.
16 damage in one turn. That was great.
So it's basically you and me right now.
Yeah.
So, Jacques, you didn't use your bonus action?
No, because no, I didn't use my bonus action. No.
Okay.
All right. Here's the first attack at Jacques. 11.
Miss.
Second attack. 13.
Miss.
And Vesper, here's the attack at you. 10.
miss.
All right. So all 3 of these remaining rat swarms are biting out, trying to hit. Right now, they are unable to.
Why are they hitting low now, bastard?
So, Cat, the red swarm of rats has taken 20 damage,
Okay.
and the other swarms haven't taken much, if any, damage.
I think the orange got hit. No, blue got hit by me at the start. That's it.
Okay.
On initiative count 10, Liberté, Taz, you both see an individual pop up out of the bushes over here. She pops up out of the bushes, turns to you, Taz, and starts to coalesce some energy and fires off a spell in your direction.
Ooh. Oh,
21 to hit.
that hits.
That is 2 piercing damage, and I need you to make a dex save, DC 14. Liberté.
What?
Did I say Taz?
Yes.
Sorry, I meant Liberté. My apologies.
I was wondering about that.
He's got to wait till he saves, then he has to do it.
Yep, sorry. That's my fault. Yeah, Taz, you're just a little bit out of range.
Yeah, I was going to say I can't even see who's doing anything.
That's my bad. So that is a fail. So if you took that damage off, Taz, add it back.
I did not.
Okay. All right, Liberté, you take 2 points of piercing and 7 points of cold damage.
Okay.
And she looks at you, still standing, and turns around and vanishes off the map. She runs in this direction. Can you see that?
Yeah, I see the ping.
Okay. Vesper, your turn.
Alright. Okay. Like, I'm so excited for this, but now
Take your time.
I'm going to run over here and attack this one.
All right, go for it.
But if you move there, you take a attack of opportunity.
They do.
You can stay where you are and not take it, and still
Really?
hit that. Yeah, because you're still right next to it. If you stand right here, you just stand right
Okay.
here.
But I already moved, so.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
This is the blue one's attack of opportunity.
It already used its attack of opportunity on Alexander.
They had their turn, so they got it back.
Yeah, it was their turn
did?
to attack this.
Oh, okay.
9 to hit.
Yes.
All right. It lunges out at you, Vesper. You're too quick. You knock some of them away with your tail.
Okay. Now I'm just gonna do a straight up attack against the red one here.
Yep. That's the same
Oh,
thing you
no.
rolled the first time to attack.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
So once again, Vesper is just so eager to actually be fighting something that she slashes wildly and is unable to hit anything.
Dang it. I'm trying really hard, you guys.
I'm so sorry. Liberte, it comes back to you.
Okay. I'm just going to run my full to the right, and then firebolt on the red ones.
Okay. From there, I would say they have half cover because Vesper is between you and they're on the ground.
Okay, I'll shoot before I run then.
Okay. That hits. All right, so you fire off your bolt, and it goes actually right underneath your arm, Vesper, as you're swinging. You see several of their furry, matted bodies. They smell terrible. They just incinerate. Their corpses fall to the ground. There's still a couple left.
I had this, but thanks.
Anything else, Liberte?
No.
Healing potion? No? Okay.
Taz.
Alright. Go this way. I don't see anybody.
Make a perception check. You look off into the distance in the direction that individual ran, and you see just the backside of her disappearing into a clump of trees off in this direction.
So my range is 120 feet. Is she that far gone?
She's not that far gone, no. So you would be able to take an attack on her if you wish.
Shit. All right.
You have inspiration.
No. I know.
Do it.
Yeah, but kind of worried about these. Kind of worried about what's in front of us first. So I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the one in red again.
All right, go ahead and make the attack.
Nope. 9.
All right.
Inspiration.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, let me roll a d6. Yeah.
Yep, D6.
Ooh, 14.
As you are preparing to cast the spell, you're a little bit distracted from that individual running off. You're thinking, no, I have to help everybody else. And you focus, and those words that Alexander chanted to you come into your head, and you focus in on the remaining few, fire off your Eldritch Blast, and just obliterate them. They are gone.
I didn't chant them. I'm invisible. They were in his mind the whole time.
Okay. That's it for me.
Alexander.
Alright. Just point of order. If I'm invisible and use inspiration, does that break it?
Invisible, it's an attack or a spell, I believe. Go ahead and click on an... Yeah. Yeah, just go ahead and click on invisible and I'll read it real quick. But I'm fairly certain that does not break it, because that's not...
Yeah. I'll just submit it. I already cast it, so... I'm pretty sure it's just a spell or an attack.
Yeah, attacks or cast a spell, yeah, so you are still invisible.
I wasn't sure on the clarification of that, but I'm gonna have to cast a spell to heal myself anyway, so it's not a big deal. Can't attack though. That's alright. I'll use a level 1 healing word on myself because I'm hurting real bad, so I'm gonna do that. And I'm just gonna psych myself into it. And I'm like, it didn't even hurt that bad. You're fine. You're fine.
Alright, you heal for 4.
Yeah, which probably isn't worth it, but that's alright. It might save me. And then that is Alexander's turn. Actually, I'll...
No, that's just your bonus action.
Yeah, I know, but I don't have an action because I don't want to jump in and die. So I'm gonna tell Charles to go and jump into the rat pack over here, giving advantage to using the help action for Jacques. So giving him advantage for his next attack.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
And that's it.
Jacques.
Okay, stick your hand again at the blue.
Alright, you have advantage with Charles helping you out.
Yes.
He's sort of pushing them all into a big group for you. You got this.
Yeah, Charles kind of darts behind, and the rats kind of back away, so they're all in one nice big clump for you to come down. You slice across and do a nice bit of damage, Jacques.
Then bonus action, I'll slash again.
Go for it. Still have advantage? Yeah, definitely hits. So in one turn, you just come across and slice through a pretty decent chunk of them. There's only a couple left.
Alright, and then end my turn there.
Alright. It comes to the rat's turn. The blue one is going to attack Jacques. The orange is going to attack Charles.
No!
Oh.
Now I gotta get his stats up.
So here's the attack on Jacques. 21 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
So you take 6 points of piercing damage. The ones that are left that you didn't slice through are able to climb up into your armor and bite you. And then here is the attack on Charles.
Come on, buddy. No!
9 points of piercing damage.
He's got 2 HP.
Yeah, so Alexander, you and Jacques and Vesper all see the rats just jump on top of Charles and just start biting until he dissipates out of existence. So Charles is currently not with you.
Aw, dang it.
Dead!
As soon as that happens, both of these swarms begin to run.
Yeah, everyone else might look shocked to that, and all of them might look to me, and I'm just kind of like...
Do I get a reaction?
Yes, you do, Jacques. You get an attack of opportunity on the blue one.
Alright.
You do not have advantage.
Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me.
That hits, you slash, and just funnily enough, it had 6 hit points left.
Oh, nice.
So you slice through the remaining blue rats as they begin to flee.
Alright.
That is the rat's turn. Vesper.
I'm gonna run after the rat.
Go ahead. You can get into melee with it.
I can reach that?
30 feet.
Okay.
Remember, you have the ruler. Yep.
It's doing the weird thing again, but okay, this is fine. So right Do I need to get right up next to it, or
Yeah, unless you have a ranged weapon that you want to use.
no? I'm good. All right. And I'm just gonna take a slash at it.
Go for it.
Please do better this time.
Oh,
7.
my goodness.
Oh, no.
Oh my goodness.
Can I not suck for 1 minute?
You've rolled 2 5s and a 3 to start this game. You're doing great, Vesper.
Thank you.
So you swing wide and you actually take out a bunch of bean patch that you have been kind of trampling through, but you don't hit any rats.
And that's that, isn't it?
Maybe. Liberté.
So I'm gonna say that I move my full 30 forward, but I'm only gonna actually move 25 because what I'm trying to do is stay off the beans, end up so that the scarecrow isn't
Okay.
blocking my view. So I moved 30 feet, but it only went 25, and then I'm gonna firebolt.
Go for it. Make the attack. That hits.
Best rolls of my life.
Yep. So you conjure that fire energy, thrust it forward. Vesper, you see that another burst of flame just whoosh, tear through these rats. This one was undamaged so far.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
That's right.
Taz.
Alright.
So that's where Vesper is. So that changes my plan a little bit. So I'm going to go to here. And Eldritch Blast again.
Go for it.
Or not. 12?
12 hits.
Oh, okay.
Their AC is 10.
Alright, 10 damage.
That's why it's so depressing that we keep missing.
Vesper, you see, much like Liberté, Taz coalesces that energy and just fires it forward. Huh. Really kind of stinks you don't have an attack like that.
They must be resistant to weapons.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else, Taz?
No, nothing else I can do for right now.
All right, Alexander.
I'm gonna move up. And I am going to use Vicious Mockery on the swarm of rats. And I'm just gonna, turn back to everyone else. I'm like, imagine being a rat, though, guys. That would... Just let him go.
Go ahead and click on the spell for me.
Yeah. That's fair. Click on the spell. Stop doing other stuff. Why didn't that come up? Did that come up? No. Cool, I did it twice.
Okay. Yeah, it does not have to understand you. So.
Sweet. Yeah.
All right. That is a wisdom save of 13.
I've never read that part of the spell before. Insults laced with subtle enchantments.
Yep. It saves, unfortunately. They seem to be focused on Vesper more than you.
For some reason. Alright, I don't want to waste it, but I also kind of want Vesper to hit. So, sure, I'll use my last inspiration. 0, not 1. And, I'll look to Vesper and I'm like, Vesper, he's our man. If he can't do it, no one can.
Man?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright with that.
You can choose to take that inspiration or not. It's up to you.
That is completely okay.
I look over my shoulder at him and go like, okay, thanks.
A little bit of a question on the end of that statement. Jacques, you're up.
Alright, I raise my shield forward to light my way, and I charge towards the rats.
Go for it.
Longsword slash.
Alright. You come down with your long sword. You cleave through them. How do you want to do it?
Honestly, probably raise up above my head and swing it down to basically. Honestly, I'm just trying to create like a hole right in underneath them. Basically, what it is.
Alright. You sling down, whoosh, going underneath, and as they kind of jump up to try to jump over your sword, it's perfect height for you, and you just whoosh, decapitate all of them in one go.
Nice.
All of the rats have been killed. We are officially out of combat.
No, my inspiration.
No!
No, it lasts for an hour, I think.
Okay.
10 minutes.
No,
Well, we got 10 minutes to go fight someone, guys.
I sit down panting.
I'm gonna walk towards Liberté and ask Alexander, come to me. I'll heal you.
So wait, Alexander, before you do that, can you throw your dancing lights to the northwest as far as you can, so that's where whatever magic user that attacked us was coming from?
Lights are going everywhere, man.
I have my own light. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just throw them up.
Alexander, you have 3 globes, right?
4.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. I clicked torch. I torch.
They can be up to 120 feet away from you, but each globe must be within 20 feet of another. That's the stipulation on dancing lights.
I'm just gonna use them to light up the area around us. So
No, you can't do that. They have to be within 20 feet of each other.
right.
For right now, it's fine. I'm not going to hold you to it. So.
Well,
I'm gonna start casting. Prayer of Healing.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
cool. So we're just like hanging out with these dancing disco lights hanging around us. So.
And I'm just watching to where she ran from, or ran to, Josh.
Make a perception check.
I joined Taz over there.
Okay. You can make one as well, Vesper, if you want.
Who gets that, Jacques?
Basically all 3 of us. 11.
Okay. Taz and Vesper, you spend the next couple of minutes while the other 3 are healing. You don't really see anything moving out there. Taz, you did see that individual disappear into the trees. They are softly blowing in the breeze. The cover of night at the moment, it's partly cloudy. So every now and then a cloud will go over the moon. Next minute it'll come out.
Does anyone know how to track?
None of us, unfortunately.
I'm gonna run over to where I saw her and look for footprints.
Make an investigation check.
You know, Charles would have been good at this. It's a damn shame.
Can I take a look at the scarecrow?
Yeah, make an investigation check, Jacques. Liberté, you look over at where that individual appeared. You do see a bunch of bushes. You don't see any footprints necessarily. Jacques, you looking over the scarecrow, you see a bunch of rat tracks, a bunch of rat droppings. You also see a bunch of rat droppings as you kind of like look at the scarecrow. You see some rat droppings inside the scarecrow. And you also see a bunch of vines all up around the actual stake where this scarecrow is posted into the ground.
Okay.
What do you see, Jacques?
I'm not sure if you want to come over here and look at it.
Taz, while you were over there, you kind of looked around and you do see what seemed to be a depression in one of the bushes where it looks like a body-sized person might have been hiding.
Okay. All right, so I call Liberté over to me and tell him this is where she was hiding. So this might be where we want to start from. Let me just go see what Jacques has found.
Why aren't we chasing her?
Chasing who?
It's dark and we don't want anything coming behind us, so I just want to finish this off.
Well, I have one suggestion that we could use to find someone. I'm sure there's an all-seeing eye card in here somewhere. If we just draw it out, then maybe we could. No?
How far from dawn do we think we are, Josh?
I will say, after all of this, it's probably about midnight now.
Everybody pointedly ignores Alexander.
6 o'clock. 7, well, I'm not ignoring him. 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock.
Actually, you know what? I'll say it's 11. That's a little bit too much for
Okay.
what you guys have done. I'll say it's 11 o'clock.
So we've probably got like 8 hours before sunrise.
So I ask Alexander what he's found.
Found?
Sorry, Jacques. Jacques was investigating.
Pull the card, Alexander. Do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna rip the coat off the scarecrow and basically show him all the red droppings and the vine coming out from the ground into the stake.
So perhaps whoever was running off into the woods controlled the rats and the vines.
Josh, did I see the lady at all? The whoever shot the magic at
You might have seen what damage was done to Liberté.
With your passive, Jacques, I will say that you noticed her and you noticed her attack Liberté, but you did not get many details.
Okay. Alright then. All right.
So, Jacques, can you just cut the vines?
Yeah, I'll do that.
I'm gonna jump in because I was just peer pressured to do it, and that's bad. So I'm going to I'm gonna be like, okay, so no one wants a card, all right, and then I'll pull one.
Okay, go ahead and roll a d20.
Jesus. I'm gonna need a shot.
Do it.
No worries.
I'm gonna take my shot for this.
I really hope I don't disappear.
I hope.
Oh boy.
Well, we
That's
don't know
a 3.
what's good or what's bad.
Well, how else are we gonna find out?
Okay. Alexander, you pull a card and you look at it for a moment and you see that gold leaf outside. It depicts what looks to be a roaring fire. You see stones around a circle. It is blazing, and there appears to be some tents in the background. Looks like a campfire.
Cool.
You feel the sudden urge to dance.
Don't I always? Okay, I will start to dance.
Okay, you start dancing. You kind of dance a little jig where you're standing. You go, huh? All right, that feels like enough. And you go to walk towards the scarecrow with Jacques, and you can't.
Oh no. Whoops.
You think about it. You kind of do a little jig again, and you can slowly move towards Scarecrow.
Oh no, I live Cryptid the Necrodancer.
The only way you can move
Yeah.
is by dancing.
Hell yeah. I think that's my preferred method of moving.
Which
I'm like
means
seeing nothing but good cards.
you cannot stealth.
Yeah.
I'm guessing your movement in combat is half.
Well,
Oh.
river dancers can move pretty fast across the stage.
It does not hinder your movement. You just cannot be stealthy as you need to dance and jive your way no matter where
Okay.
you're going.
Cool. I'll moonwalk my way over to the other guys.
Oh.
You all see Alexander just start suddenly dancing over to you.
Is that a good card? Are you
Yeah,
happy?
it was a great card. I see everything.
Okay, so he didn't get one of the good ones.
Where did she go?
Ah, she's gone. Yeah.
All right. So, Jacques, you've cut the vines.
Yeah, what kind of... Do I have to make a check for that, Josh?
For what? Sorry.
Cutting the vines off the stake?
No, you don't need to check for that. You just do it.
Okay.
You take a couple minutes and tear all the vines off.
Can I intelligence check what I think that all means, or Arcana?
Arcana on.
What I think vines on a scarecrow that's supposedly moving would mean.
And all the feces, stuff like that? Or...
You can make an Arcana check if you want, Liberté. You spend a couple of minutes thinking about it. You're not really sure what's going on. There's probably a connection, but you can't put it together.
So I think whoever ran away is behind what has been plaguing the farmer. I think we should probably go and follow in that direction. Does everybody feel fit enough to do that right now?
I am.
Especially you, Lord of the Dance?
Oh yeah, no, I couldn't possibly be feeling better right now.
Yes, let's go.
Which direction?
Does anyone else want to come?
Northwest. Towards the trees. She went into the tree line.
Okay, we're all in agreement then. We're going to head towards that way then.
If someone doesn't pull a card, I'm going double or nothing.
That doesn't seem like a very good idea.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Anything Alexander do?
Taz, you remember from the information you got from the deck of cards that you can only pull one card per day.
Per person. 2 cards per
person.
day. Right. That's why I'm moving away. I'm not worried.
No, I know that as well.
I'm gonna follow everyone else.
I'll head over to them and I'll just be like doing really aggressive jazz hands the whole time.
Oh boy.
I am so glad you picked that card.
I know, it's perfect.
So in character.
Now that's scary.
Alright, you all begin to head off towards the woods. What all are you doing?
So same sort of marching order with Jacques and
Vesper in front.
Vesper up front, looking around, trying to find.
Yeah, I'm keep an eye out or listen for anything like coming at us, or I don't know, guess footprints or movement.
Okay. If you're looking for footprints, that would be more of a survival check. If you're trying to listen, that's perception.
Listen.
Okay, perception check.
Oh, 10.
Alright. You listen out. You, again, hear the sounds of critters.
And Alexander dancing.
Yeah, Alexander dancing. That takes up a majority of your hearing. You don't hear the numerous animals that you heard before, and you guess that was likely because of the numerous rats that were around the scarecrow. But where you are now, you don't really hear anything outside of the occasional whoo, whoo, and as something
Alright.
scuttering through the underbrush.
Do we know where we're going exactly? Like,
No, we're going in the direction that she fled to. It seems that she may be behind this.
did she run in a straight direction, or was she making like turns? Or
All we saw was that she went to the trees and then disappeared.
It was dark and she wasn't very close to us, and none of us can find her footprints, so we're kind of lost.
Right. She was, pretty far.
Mm.
There's like a forest up ahead, right?
Yes. As you all get closer to it, you are entering into what looks to be a fairly large grove of trees. It seems to extend out both directions.
We're just gonna go in then?
Maybe I should go in because I feel like I just gotta share the magic with the world. I feel like I'm not very helpful on the whole stealthing side. Maybe I'll go in and then they'll approach me.
Well, last time you did that, you almost died.
That was to rats. This is people. I do people a lot.
Just trying to think, though, that if this person... I don't know if she controlled the rats, but it was highly likely. And it was odd that she had, or there were vines growing up this scarecrow that moved around at night. Maybe it was the vines and the rats that actually made the appearance that the scarecrow was moving. That indicates some nature magic, so we might be at a little bit of a disadvantage, going into woods. But, if it's a druid, perhaps trying to protect the land here,
Or a witch.
Alexander might be our best bet going in first, talking. And if he gets us into trouble, then we start blasting. As normal.
Well, let's do something.
Okay.
I mean, he is the least threatening of all of us currently because he's dancing. It would confuse her at least.
You're not wrong there. Alright, Alexander, you want to go?
If there's anything he's good at, it's looking not threatening.
Yes.
Are you going to use your lights, Alexander, to accentuate your dance routine?
Oh, of course. That's what I've been doing this whole time. You may not have noticed, but as I was moving my hands, I was moving them with me. It was beautiful.
Yeah, it's also making it very difficult to see.
Yeah, well, not for me.
So then Alexander's going first, followed by Jacques and Vesper, followed by Liberté and myself.
Okay.
All right. Are you all just kind of walking through? Or are you looking for anything specific?
Well, I'm not good at it, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm gonna try to look for any rat feces or anything like that.
I'm gonna be looking for footprints, I guess.
Yeah,
so
footprints.
You said that's your survival check.
Okay, Taz and Liberté make survival. Jacques make investigation.
Oh,
Oof.
I trip over my own feet.
You
3.
do actually, Taz. You get a little bit of a head start, and not really thinking about it, you actually kind of trip over Alexander as he's dancing. You weren't expecting his wild flailing kick as he was dancing forward. Jacques, as you enter the forest, you don't really see anything. You do find a couple of trails, but you don't see any rat feces specifically. Liberté, you do seem to find what looks like a more well-versed path for someone of not animal size.
I found a path.
Oh, great. Let's follow it then.
Is it of not animal size?
Not of animal size.
My favorite. Alright.
Alright.
So is it wide enough for just one at a time, or can 2 people walk across?
It is wide enough for one at a time.
Okay. So I will be at the very back.
Alright, I'll lead ahead and I'll look back to everyone. I'm like, maybe you guys should just stay back just a little bit. I mean, I think this is kind of a one-man show kind of deal, and just you guys just take it all in. If something goes bad, you jump in, give me a hand.
So Vesper, Jacques, Liberté, myself in this sort of marching order.
All right.
Were those rats just normal rats? I kind of missed all of that, so...
Yes, they were swarms of rats.
Okay. Alright.
You all head along this path for probably half an hour at least, continuing on. You're not really seeing anything. Eventually, you start to come into what looks like sort of a clearing. You round a bend, Alexander, and there seems to be a low mist kind of hanging in this general vicinity. And the path seems to go directly through it. There is heavy brush on both sides.
That's weird.
Well, can I push through the heavy brush, or would that be a struggle?
You can. Are you going to try to move through it?
Yes, I'm just gonna have to think of a dance move to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna run up. I'm gonna try and slide through on my knees.
Okay, make a strength check with disadvantage.
Okay. Sorry, a strength check with disadvantage?
Yep.
I'm not good at normally, but let's give it a shot.
6.
It's better than I expected.
You back up and kind of take a running, dancing as best you can along the way so you can move and try to slide in, like a rock star slide, head back, playing the air guitar, and you slide face first into a bush, and immediately you feel pricks all over your body as you slide straight into a bush of thorns.
Yeah.
So you take a d6 damage.
Ouch. Okay, that's fair.
1 point of damage.
Oh, got off scot-free there. Cool. I'll turn to everyone else. I'm like, did it at least look as cool as it felt? Like,
Oh, it didn't.
No.
Yeah.
We all
Okay.
hauled up scorecards. 1s, 2s.
I think maybe Jacques should break through for us.
We got a designated fire guy here.
Fire seems like a bad idea in the forest.
You said she was a druid, right?
Well, we don't know. That was my pie in the sky guess. But
I'm gonna use my sword to hack the bush.
I was going to say we can't stealth.
Well, I can insult it. That's the best I can do.
Can I hack the bush?
You can.
Or shrub or whatever it is, yeah.
How big is it again?
What kind of roll do I have to make to do that?
For the sake of it, just go ahead and make an attack roll.
My favorite kind of attack.
Okay, congrats. You hit a bush. You slash through it. You tear a few brambles off.
Can I pass through it without having to make a save or?
You're not sure.
Oh,
After he cuts it, can I look and see, does it move at all after he's cut it?
Does what move?
The bush.
The bush itself does not move other than, in the wind.
Okay.
It does not seem to be sentient other than that intelligence of plants.
Okay.
Alexander, can you maybe shed some light in the mist?
I have a light in the mist already.
Further?
It's right there, see?
You push the light inside, and it's almost like a cloud of smoke. It kind of disappears.
Ugh.
And you can vaguely see the glittering light, but it is very dim.
Do we have to hold hands?
Has anybody touched the mist yet?
No.
Alexander?
Do we recall that Dunham's way outside of Dunham's property, there was a sort of a magical druidic ring?
Yeah, there was no mist.
Okay.
I mean, it could be related, but I don't see how knowing that could help us. I will explain to the other two. So when we were trapped in Dunham's fighting cage that was miles wide and such, we had found an area that had been completely burned away, except for the very center. There was a circle of trees and grass, completely untouched by the fire, but we could not discern the significance of this circle or why it had not caught on fire. It couldn't sense any magic or other influences. It was just pristine for no reason.
Weird.
Are you saying that it's like this circle right here?
Not that I know of. There wasn't thick brambles we couldn't get through, and there was no mist, so I don't know if it's related or not. Other than being strange, doesn't seem related, but it could be. Who knows?
So, do we want to try to go through, or do we want to try to have Alexander talk first?
To the plan.
Everyone go ahead and make a perception check. Okay. You all are kind of standing around trying to wonder what to do when Alexander's dancing lights only lasts for a minute. So every minute he has to recast it. At one of the points where the light inside the fog fades, and before he has a chance to recast it, Taz, Vesper, and Liberté, you all do notice lights inside the fog other than Alexander's spell.
One's in there. And we, hear anything?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Because I'm so good at this.
All of us, or just the ones who saw it?
Vesper specifically asked if she had heard anything. You do not hear anything other than the gentle blowing breeze.
Okay, there are a few possibilities. First of all, it could be completely mist, and if we go in there, we can't see anything. Another is that it could be poisonous or have some other kind of effect that could hurt us. Or perhaps it's just a ring of mist, and if you stick your head in, it's clear on the other side.
It could just be a natural mist.
I stick my hand in it.
Vesper sticks her hand in, gets a little wet. Nothing else seems to happen.
Fine.
It does seem a strange shape, but if there's very cold water on the other side, could cause mist to form above it.
Okay, how about you guys just hide away, and I'll try and talk with the person that you told me that you saw.
So
Well, I have a question though.
wait, before you do that, Alexander, do you want me to cast thaumaturgy so that you can do it from far away?
We'll see how we start. I'll call out and then we'll see.
But this person, are we here to talk with this person, or are we here to finish her, kill her?
Whoever it is has already attacked me.
That's true.
Yeah, but they haven't attacked me yet.
Alright, so you're planning on walking into the mist?
I would step into it, just at the start of it, yeah.
Okay, so before you do, I'm gonna cast guidance. So it's a D4 to an ability check. So if you're trying to persuade somebody, or so I put my hand on your shoulder and say, "Good luck, focus," and cast guidance on you.
All right. So with the brambles in front of me, are they damaged enough that I could probably get through, or is that kind of a hit or miss kind of thing?
You can certainly try.
Before he does that, can I just slap him on the back and do lay on hands?
Sure. How many lay on hands are you giving him?
2.
All right. Alexander, you feel Vesper kind of slap you on the back really hard, and it stings, but you feel a little bit better.
Nice. I can dig it. Okay, so... Yeah, I'll do that. That's probably important, hey? I really, really want to try and slide through it again, but I probably shouldn't. I'll take one of my lights back to me, and I'll sort of just see if I can find a way just around the brambles if possible. So,
Make an investigation check.
okay, the character sheet that I just closed. Woohoo! It's your boy. Investigation.
Okay. You walk back down the path a little bit, check both sides. You don't seem to find any other way through on this specific path.
All right. Does anyone have like a spare shield or something?
No.
Dang. All right. Let's just sink a few attacks into these brambles then. I'm gonna grab out my sword and I'm like, we'll just make some damage just so that I can get through.
Isn't it a rapier?
Yeah, I know.
Against the bush.
I'm kind of leading the charge here. So he'll sort of stand there and do the Michael Jackson, hold his groin and point forward and be like, hell yeah, you guys go for it.
So it's like a shish kebab. You're gonna skewer.
I'm
The
not
leaves.
attacking it. I'm forwarding you guys. I'm going, go.
Oh.
I thought the plan was for you to go first.
Yeah, but I can't get through that. So I need someone to make a path. I know we just deliberated that I'll go in, but I can't. So,
But that's what the guidance can also help you with. It's a D4 and an ability.
all right, fair enough. I'll do a run up and I'll try and slide through again.
I'm gonna try to help
Guidance.
him through the shrubs over.
Okay. How are you helping him?
Well, I was thinking of throwing him over.
Oh, that works.
Try to just do that.
I'm only kind of fucked if it's just me over there. Then, great.
But
Let's do
We'll
it.
just all come in.
yeah, how about like you can do some sort of like circus fillet? You can like, I guess I kind of lunge you over, and you can somehow, I don't know, do your acrobatics.
All right, so I'll just do like a backflip over it or something.
Yes.
Sick. All right, let's do that.
So you're doing the hands grip together, and then okay, you're gonna
This all
launch
has
him.
to be a dance move.
Yeah, no, I know, and that's where it gets hard.
I want to see some twirling in the air.
I will say that this is almost like a cheerleader thing, so I will say that counts as a dance.
All right.
Okay, thank you, because this is really hard to
Do I make a
manage.
stealth check or what? Strength check?
Yeah, Jacques, make an athletics check. Alexander, make an acrobatics check.
Oh, thank God, I'm so much better at those.
Oh my god.
8.
8.
Oh no, I talked it up. I'm gonna get a 1. Close enough.
Oh God.
Ugh.
Alexander, you have guidance.
Okay, I'm gonna slap guidance in there, so that's a D4.
Yes.
Yeah, there's the 1.
Oh.
All right. So
Wow.
all of you see Alexander kind of shimmy up on top of Jacques' shoulders,
A flip.
and then he gets up on his hands. Jacques tries to push him, and unfortunately Alexander has to move, so he moves he shifts his weight. Jacques loses it and just kind of puts him only about 10 feet up. Alexander, you do a half flip and come down face first directly on top of the pile of brambles.
Oh,
my God.
So you fall all the way down through them, down onto the floor.
I feel like we're actively trying to kill me now. Okay, yeah.
You take 2d6 of bramble damage.
I'm satisfied with that.
Oh no! Ow!
Only 5. Only 5.
Ah!
So now we can crawl over Alexander using him as a bridge.
You don't see Alexander.
Oh.
What matters is, am I over?
No, you are in the middle of thorns. You are in the middle of a bramble bush.
Damn it.
All right.
You okay?
Is it just as far one way as it is the other?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Is it just as far one way, seemingly, as it is the other way? Or
Make a perception check.
okay. Uh-huh.
Aha.
Hey, natural 20.
Okay. You take your
Useless.
lights and push them out in kind of all directions around you. All you see is brambles.
Dang it.
The whole thing is bramble.
Guys, I think someone's gonna have to draw a card to get me out.
You have the
You have the
card.
card.
The only way. I could throw them out.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna keep them. I know you won't draw.
Alright, I think it's time for Firebolt.
Thank you.
He's in there.
I'm not going to shoot it at the ground, and it's not like it creates a persistent fire, it's just kind of a little explosion.
No, I'm
Things
yeah.
catch on fire
That's
though,
fine.
and then it spreads.
Just do it.
Yeah, well, what are we going to do? He's trapped now.
Just do it. Kill me.
Before I do this, any big objections?
No, I don't have any objection to this.
You have my express permission.
Okay, I'm going to shoot a firebolt near the top of the brambles, because it's only like 5 feet high, right?
It's between 5 and 10.
Okay, yeah, near the top then.
Why did we try to flip over 10
I don't
feet?
know, what the hell?
Okay.
What's the thinking?
Well, I thought it was only 5 feet high.
Yeah, same here, you know. But
Alright, it's fine.
Ah, perfect shot.
Okay. You fire off the firebolt. It seems to do a little bit of damage. Not that much.
Okay, I need something more persistent.
And it does not catch fire.
okay, I'm gonna force my way through I'm gonna force my way through.
You're going to force your way through?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Help him
Okay. How are you helping him?
with my sword, just like trying to cut through it again.
Well, cutting didn't do anything earlier, so
It didn't at all.
no.
It did very little. And for those of you who kind of looked at it, I will say you've been here long enough. It didn't seem to do as much damage as you think it would have been against, just a regular plant.
Yeah, I'll just hold my shield up so like hopefully it will at least protect my face so I can see what I'm going through.
Okay.
Or just head down like a football player.
Yeah.
Are you just charging through, or are you like going and stopping?
Going and stopping.
Okay, so you get up there and begin to push your way into the brambles. It is difficult terrain, so you only get 5, 10. Take a d6 of damage.
D6.
Oh, this whole time I thought we were going this way. We're going through vines that aren't in the mist?
No, they are trying to go around it.
Huh.
Oh, I thought the brambles were in the
Yeah,
mist.
that's what I thought too.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. The mist is clear. You can easily walk into the mist. This is my fault for not explaining this properly. You can freely walk into the mist. The area on the sides is full of brambles.
Why is he going there?
Alright. Well, okay, guys, good luck. We're going over here to check this out.
Actually, it feels a little awkward to say so, but that's exactly what I thought as well. So I thought I had to pass through the brambles to get to the mist. I'm fine with sitting with this decision.
I'm fine with pressing the replay button. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead and add that back on, Alexander. That's my my fault. I was not clear enough.
I'm like, as long as 3 of us collectively understand it that way, then it's only just a kind of my fault. Cool, I'm gonna walk into the mist.
Can we flip? Can we still do the flip thing for no reason, though?
Sure.
No, we already failed it. It's dead.
Alexander kind of boogies his way. He boogie-woogies his way into the mist.
As he passes me, I want to cast guidance again on him.
Okay.
I'm gonna sort of walk out where you lower your body and just sort of click as you walk, and just like walk into the fog.
All right. How far in are you going?
I'll go in this far to start, and I will poof another torch, which I already had all of them up, but that's managing them is a bitch. So, yeah.
So you immediately enter the mist. As you pass through that kind of thick outside barrier, the inside is not completely opaque. It is much less dense inside. The mist in here seems to be kind of just gently drifting in random directions. So near you here, it seems to be going this way. But up here, it seems to be going that way. And out here, it's going this way. So it's very random.
Mm-hmm.
And as you kind of stand there and look around, go ahead and make a perception check.
7.
You have guidance if you want to use it.
No, I don't want to use it. Not on that.
It only lasts for a minute.
Okay, I'm going to use it. You convinced me.
Definitely on that. Yay! Woo!
10. Okay. You wait for a moment, and to your right, you see the mist, after a moment, begin to kind of coalesce into a figure. You see hooves form into legs, the belly of a horse, and eventually the head and back. And on top of the horse, you see other legs begin to form, kind of splitting into hips and then a torso. And eventually you see what looks to be a large, well-built individual, translucent in form, big beard, mustache, sitting on top of this horse, sword out, and he is looking not at you. The individual is here, and he is looking in this direction. And as you watch, it just starts to slowly drift in this direction.
So what do you see?
Ghost horses?
What?
As that one passes in front of you, you see another one form over here. This one...
Same thing?
No, this one appears to be a matron, an elderly woman, hunched, what seems to be tattered and ripped clothes, and she kind of drifts in this direction. They pass near each other, but do not seem to acknowledge one another. They simply seem to exist and drift on their own.
Hmm.
And then, as this one reaches there, it dissipates.
Alright, guys. You should probably jump in here.
This one continues.
You say that to us?
Yeah.
Okay. Pass through the mist.
Everyone enters the mist. Around this time, Alexander, you begin to point out these figures. You see another one form. This appears to be a very young boy. And he just kind of walks.
Is he a young boy or is he a halfling?
Young boy. Human
Sure.
boy.
Yep.
And as he walks, he seems to have a limp of some kind. It's not a very natural walk.
Do I know what kind of creatures these are?
Make a religion check.
Alexander, can you push your lights out further?
Yeah, I can do that.
You aren't exactly sure what these are, Jacques. They appear to be spirits of some kind.
Wait, you're a cleric with a religion of 0?
Yes. Requires intelligence.
It's intelligence based now.
Okay, alright.
And then, as you all continue to stand there, you see two others materialize right in the center. This seems to be two very regal-looking individuals. The man is very clean-cut, short, curly hair. The woman, her hair is wound up tight in a bun. She seems to be in a very long, flowing dress, a train over her head. They stand linking arm in arm, kind of just looking up expectantly.
Are they looking at us?
No.
Okay.
They are kind of just staring up into space, and after a moment, they begin to move in this direction, still arm in arm.
I'm going to begin the ritual spell again for Detect Magic.
Alright.
Eventually, they dissipate. These two dissipate. And after a moment, it seems that this is cyclical. You see the man on the horse again, Alexander. He appears
Yeah.
and begins to ride back across. Then you see the elderly matron, and then the boy, and then the couple. And the longer you stand there,
The more it replays.
the more they seem to pass across this little circle.
I kind of want to touch one.
Is there anything else in this area? Or is it like any markings or anything?
And you can't use your divine sense, Vesper. Are you out?
Well, Vesper, you were trying to say something. Well, what were you saying?
I just wanted to take like a look around the area besides these ghost people and see if there's like, I don't know, an old relic thing, anything.
Okay, no, that's a perception check.
And I want to know if this seems like a spell I would know something about.
Make an Arcana check.
19.
You're not sure. From
There's
where
7.
you are, Vesper, you don't see anything that looks particularly man-made or anything of that sort. Yeah, Liberté, you aren't sure. You know of spells that can bring people back from the grave, but these don't seem to be live people. These seem to be...
I was thinking illusion anyway.
You look at them, you're not sure if they're illusions.
Okay.
Guys, this is definitely either a spell or not a spell.
Well, thank you. Now my suggestion would be to try and interact with one to see if they ignore us. If they ignore us, we can just walk through them and not care. If they do, we'll deal with it then. It's not a big deal.
If these things interact with you, they will probably just kill you.
That's why we just avoid the one with the horse and the sword, because I feel like that's the one that could kill me. Everyone else, I feel like I'm not as scared of.
I mean, spirits are pretty powerful.
I mean, look at the boy. He's fine. Why don't we test it on him? He couldn't catch me. He's got stumpy little legs
His
and he's
soul
limping.
is walking around without his body. That's pretty
Yeah, but-
powerful.
There's no body to like smack someone around with. So it would just be nothing.
Let's just wait until I finish casting the detect magic, which would last for 10 minutes, so that we can see if these are magical or not.
Can you determine if these are undead, Vesper?
Could try. And I'm gonna try. Let's see. Do I have to cast anything or?
Nope, you can just use your divine sense.
Okay.
You do get the presence of undead in this area.
Definitely not alive, guys.
I could try insulting them, then we don't have to go near them.
Vesper, what's not alive? The things that are moving or something else?
I'll know the location, so is it the like ghost?
You sense that the ghosts are undead as they move. You can kind of track their movement. And you also sense something right here in the center.
Guys, there's something else here.
Can I say what's in the middle?
Make a perception check. Jacques, you kind of take a look at where Vesper is pointing, and you don't see anything.
Darn miss.
The ghosts are definitely ghosts, but there's something else here.
After a moment, as you all are kind of standing and watching, that kind of flash of light that you saw before when you were outside the mist emanates again. And all of the heads of the floating individuals just start to slowly glow. And then after a moment, it fades.
I'm going to walk towards where I sense that other thing. Just slowly. Maybe stealthily, just in case.
Wait, hold up. Let's wait for Taz to finish.
Okay. Eventually, Taz, you do finish your spell. I mean, you sense the same undead magic that Vesper does. You don't sense anything additional.
Okay, so this detect magic lasts for 10 minutes. So now if we want to get closer, but still somewhat safe distance from what Vesper detected, I can use it again.
Do we know the school of the magic?
Of the people? That's all I can... That's all I'm within range of right now. So, yeah, so Josh, if they're conjured, I would be able to tell that.
They are not conjured.
Okay. Alright, so... Then... Vesper and Jacques, I'll go behind you if we want to go towards where Vesper detected something. I just need to be within 30 feet to see if I can pick up anything through the spell.
Vesper, you lead the way.
Okay.
Oh, then go behind Vesper.
So it was like in this area? Okay.
Yeah.
It was directly here in the center.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah, so I'm within 30 feet. So can I detect anything there at the center now?
Yes, you always could detect the thing in the center.
What school of magic is it?
It is also undead.
Just undead.
Oh.
Necromancy.
Does that mean necromancy, or is it pinging like different?
It would be... I will say necromantic energy just for the simplicity of it.
Okay.
Can we move closer?
Alright, let's move closer then.
What all are you guys doing?
Are we moving closer to the center?
Yeah, moving closer. Be careful about it or not?
I think we just act naturally, because these ghosts don't react to us, so...
So, wait, before we do that, are these moving along a similar path each time?
Fairly consistent, yeah.
Listen, guys, I cannot stress this enough. Do not touch any of them.
Well, that's why I wanted to know if there was a pattern.
Yeah, if we wait till when the horse passes, then we can make a quick break for it.
Yeah, let's do that then.
Seems like we have a decent opportunity now.
Why aren't we moving?
Let's go.
I'll move. Yeah, I wasn't sure if there was gonna be like I guess like a transition or not. I don't know. Or
Is my movement impaired because I have to do jazz hands the whole way?
No, it's not reduced. You just have to dance everywhere.
Yeah, it's my bad. Yeah, jazz hands aren't in the book, so I'm
what's in the center?
Give me a moment.
Oh.
Yep, sit. Go back where you were, Alexander.
No.
Yeah, you can't move because you've been killed. So.
Oh, dang it! Not again.
Sorry.
You all are moving forward when all of a sudden a bright light bursts in front of all of you, specifically Alexander, Liberté, and Vesper. You're not really sure what it looks like. It seems to be a cloud or light. You're not really sure, but it suddenly appears in front of you. And Vesper, it lunges towards you, and you see it before you can react. A charge of electric energy bursts towards you.
It's attacking me, right?
Yep. It's attacking you. That's a 23 to hit.
Hits.
Alright, that is 5 lightning damage as the will-o-wisp strikes out at you.
Oh no.
Everyone, let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Is that, Josh, what I was thinking?
You weren't sure, but
Now I am?
yeah, now you're sure.
Okay. Oh, Will-O-Wisp. I was thinking William-O-Wisp.
And I also will say that as this encounter begins, all of the other ghosts around you vanish.
Oh, okay. That was the better of the two options.
For now.
Liberté, it is your turn.
Okay, so I actually do know what this is. So,
Go ahead and make another religion check, and I'll see what you know about it.
alright.
Religion?
Yeah, because it's an undead creature, so religion.
Yes. Okay, with the 20, I will say, Liberté, it jumps into your mind. You know that will-o-wisps are extremely dangerous. They have resistances to a number of both damages and conditions, and they can turn invisible at will. They are also incredibly difficult to hit.
Okay.
With a 20, I will give you the list, because it is extensive. So everybody try to pay attention here.
So Liberté takes a big, deep breath and yells.
Yes, it is resistant to acid, cold, fire, necrotic, thunder, and bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical weapons.
Oh boy.
It is immune to lightning and poison,
So wait, you said bludgeoning and piercing?
and slashing from non-magical weapons.
Yeah. Yep.
It is also immune to being exhausted, grappled, paralyzed, poisoned, prone, restrained, or unconscious. And I will also say, Liberté, you know that the worst part about being near a will-o-wisp is if you go unconscious.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay.
I will say that's your bonus action. You still have your action and your movement.
Yeah, I ain't moving when I'm standing next to this thing. Magic missile level 1.
All right.
9 damage total.
Okay. You fire off the magic missiles, and it flies up. Doosh, 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 doosh. Hits into it. It kind of just starts to blob, the light starting to pulse a little bit. Anything else, Liberté?
Oh, I'm staying put.
All right. Taz.
Alright, so I'm gonna head down here. Down south. And given how dangerous this is, I'm going to cast Hex on it. And yeah, I'm trying to think of what would be a good ability check to I guess Dex,
Okay.
in case people have to try to get away from it. It's at disadvantage on dexterity now.
On dexterity checks. Got it.
Alright, and then I will cast Eldritch Blast. 12.
You conjure the energy and fire it, and because Vesper is there, you have to be a little bit careful with your aim, and it just goes firing off into the forest over here.
Shit. Yeah, the only other thing I'm doing is I'm also, I guess, just kind of keeping an eye open for the caster that came at us, because this would also be a good opportunity for them to ambush us.
Make a perception check as your bonus. Oh no, wait! You used your bonus action. You can't do that this turn. Alexander.
Okay. Talking's probably not going to work considering we're all attacking it. It's hovering off the ground just a little bit, isn't it?
Correct.
Okay. Now, if someone, let's say, was to try and do a slide under it, would that be my action or my movement?
That would be your movement.
Okay, cool. I'm going to do that. So I'm going to, yeah, I'll just try and slide under it over to here if I can.
You can do it without a problem.
Yep, sick, cool. And I probably don't want to stab a ghosty ball, so it's not out of the question. But for now, I think I will just use Vicious Mockery. And so I will click that, and I'll be like, hey, imagine having it just like being able to be just a reset button. That's all this guy is. He's playing the same scene over and over. Come on, guys.
All right. It hears this. Here's its wisdom save. It's a fail.
Fuck you, ghost. Sorry.
All right. So it takes 3 points of psychic damage. Anything else, Alexander?
Nah, it should be it from me.
All right, Vesper.
Alright. This is scary. Okay. Can I do a bonus action before my action?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to cast... What was it? Divine Favor.
Extra D4 radiant.
Alright, and then I'm just gonna take my sword and go at it.
All right. Go ahead and make your attack at advantage because you are flanking with Alexander.
There we go.
Once again, you come down with your sword, and as you come down, the will-o-wisp kind of flickers out of existence. You pass through where it was, and then it reappears just a foot to the right. You don't hit it, unfortunately.
Alright.
I'm sorry. It's your first combat. You can't hit anything.
Absolutely nothing!
Good.
All right. Anything else, Vesper? You still have your movement.
Oh, nah, I'm just gonna stay right here.
Jacques.
Okay. Since there's only one enemy, I'll walk up to it. And I'm gonna cast.
We're just forming a little fairy circle around it.
I guess a bonus action. I will. Oh, I don't have it on here. Well, that's not good. I'm gonna cast magic weapon on my longsword.
Okay.
So level 2. Okay. And obviously two-handed longsword.
Go for it. Make the attack. Okay. You have advantage because you're flanking with Liberté, so go ahead and attack again.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Oh, same. Unfortunately, you and Vesper actually attack at the same time. And Vesper, as you're coming down, Jacques is coming up, and your blades kind of hit each other, and sparks fly, but neither of you connect.
Hi. This is going well.
Anything else, Jacques?
Oh, is it? It's supposed to be 15 actually, but
It still misses.
okay. I don't know if the armor class is okay. All right.
You don't know yet.
Yeah. I gotta change.
Anything else, Jacques?
No, I'm good. I have a turn there.
The will-o-wisp, surrounded by all of you, vanishes.
I mean, that's fair enough.
Oh shoot. Is it just gone, or is it...
You don't see it.
I feel it though, like detect it still, or do I need to be like still doing that?
You can do that on your turn.
Yeah, okay.
Liberté, it's your turn.
Okay. So I'm just kind of going based on when when Alexander used his spell, the Vicious Mockery, could I tell if the creature understood his words, or is that just impossible on a will-o-wisp?
You couldn't tell.
Can't tell. Okay.
I would say that Alexander would have told you for that spell specifically. The creature just needs to be able to hear it. It doesn't necessarily have to understand his language.
Yeah, it goes off my confidence.
I understand that, but I'm trying to know if it speaks our language or not.
Okay.
For a different reason.
With your 20 earlier, I will say that you know that will-o-wisps tend to know languages that they knew while they were alive.
Okay, still doesn't technically help me. Okay. So... Shit. I am going to hold my action. Do you allow people to reinsert themselves in the initiative for a turn, or is it just a readied action?
Just the readied action, and all you can take is your action, no bonus or movement.
Okay. I'm gonna ready a magic missile then to fire when it appears.
Okay. Now, as a note, if you don't use that by the end of your turn, you lose the spell.
Yeah, then I'll ready a firebolt.
Okay. Taz.
Yeah, I'm gonna move here so I have a better diagonal to where it was.
As you move, Taz, you
But-
bump into something, and you feel a jolt of electric energy.
Oh, great.
You actually moved on top of it.
Oh!
You'll find.
Found it!
So this is an attack at advantage, because you didn't know it was there.
That's exactly my armor class.
That is 13 points of lightning damage as you step into its space.
Oh. Wow. Alright, so there's not much I can do. I guess I can move one, so I'm still within melee, so it doesn't get an opportunity attack.
DM speak, that was its reaction. It was holding its action to attack.
Oh.
Because it's not its turn. The only way it would have been able to attack you is by releasing a reaction.
Ooh, that means you can move.
Okay, yep.
So you still have 25 feet of movement left.
Okay. Do that, and then Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, natural one.
Wow. Okay. I will say that as you go to fire, you're a little bit unsure of what's going on, and you slip and fall prone. Liberté, as you see it appear where Taz was, you lean over, concentrate that red fire energy, blast it off, and you see it actually hit the will-o-wisp, but it doesn't seem to have any effect.
Armor class.
Gather that its armor class is higher than 17.
Oh, damn.
This is dangerous.
Anything else, Taz, or is that it?
That is it.
All right, you are prone on the ground. Alexander.
Yep. I'll go for Tasha City's Laughter on it then. And I'll be like, look at these guys. They can't even hit this ghost. Come on, like, come on. More insulting everyone else for him to laugh. Make everyone else feel bad, and I'll take whatever points of damage they attack me with.
It does not say that it cannot become incapacitated, so I will say that the spell can affect it. That is a what save?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. 13.
Ooh,
That's
nice.
a fail.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
As you say that, the will-o-wisp starts to kind of flash more quickly and pulse more brightly, and it doesn't seem to be doing anything except hovering.
I know that looks aggressive, guys, but it means you can hit it now easier.
Alright.
Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah, and I'll move down to here, and that'll be my turn.
Vesper.
Okay, I'm gonna. Once I figure this out, run up to it, and I still have my divine favor, correct?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna go at it with my sword again.
You have advantage because it is incapacitated.
Please, for once.
Pray to your god.
Lord, please. It's the wrong button. Okay.
Did we do it?
19?
You bring down your sword and do make contact.
Yes!
Nice.
I'm not a failure, guys!
Its armor class is 19.
Wow.
And I also roll an. Was it?
Yep, so go ahead and roll your d4.
Okay.
That was max damage. Okay, now go ahead and roll 2 more d6 and another d4. Because it is an auto crit because it's incapacitated.
What was that again?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll 2d6 and a d4.
Oh, it's gotta be dead.
No, not with that.
Yep, so. Yeah, that was bad.
Oh, dang it.
Well, I guess you roll max damage and roll minimum damage. The other
The
one.
odds came back. Alright,
That's
so I
just-
gotta do math.
So it's resistant to slashing, so 8 slashing and 4 radiant.
Correct.
Oh, it's very resistant.
Alright, yeah, you slash through it, Vesper, but it seems to be holding up alright for the moment.
Hit it!
I believe because it got hit, it makes a save now.
Yes, it does. And it has advantage on the save if it's triggered by damage.
Well,
13, right?
Yes.
Still failed.
Oh, nice.
Yes!
Hey!
Oh, it's gonna be my turn next. I'm gonna finish this fool.
Nice job, Vesper.
As much as that seemed to hurt it, it's still kind of just bobbing up and down and flashing. Jacques, it is your turn.
We'll rush up to it. Just in case it gets up. I'm gonna swing it with a two-handed
Alright, make the attack at advantage.
with a magic weapon. Yeah,
Yep.
advantage. That's right.
Oh, that misses, unfortunately.
Ouch.
I'm gonna use my guided strike. I'm gonna use my guided strike.
Oh, add 10. Alright, so that hits.
Goodbye, channel divinity.
Yeah, well, you definitely want to hit this one.
But it's a flat 6 since it's a magical weapon.
Correct. You slice through it.
And then bonus action, I'm gonna slice through it again.
Alright, make the attack.
21. Yes.
That hits. So you bring your sword down through it again. Still bobbing.
Wow, 6 and a 7. How much health does this thing has?
apparently a lot.
And my turn.
Alright, it is now the Will-O-Wisp's turn. Before that, it gets to make its save again. You hit it twice, so it gets to save twice.
Wait, does it crit though? Because
You are correct. Yes, I did not add that.
Because 6 will be 12.
Yeah, so that's another
Yeah,
13
well.
points of damage. So it is looking fairly rough. There are kind of holes in its visage.
Why was it 13 more damage?
Auto crit.
It was incapacitated, so it's a crit.
I thought you rolled dice again for that.
Oh, yeah, we can do that.
I'm just saying, because doesn't the crit include his modifier? Or the 6
Yeah.
includes his modifier?
Go ahead and roll 2 more d10.
2 more d10?
Yep.
Okay.
Why does this always happen?
All right.
Yeah.
It takes 3.
+2.
No, because it's a crit.
Magic weapon?
That doesn't apply on the
Or is
crit.
that only on the
That's just the crit damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so instead of 13, which I was wrong about, it takes 3.
Sorry, guys.
That's what we get for going for more damage.
It's alright. I appreciate your honesty.
Liberté wanted to turn at it.
13 is your DC, right, Alexander?
Yeah.
Alright. So from the first hit, it does save. So technically that second one wasn't a crit, but I'll let it go. It is now the Will-O-Wisp's turn. And once again, vanishes. Liberté.
Man, who would have thought that going first makes everything harder?
See, we knew in advance. That's why we rolled low.
Yeah. So my problem is that I've been wanting to cast Suggestion on it, but it only works on a creature that I can see. He's invisible, so I can't use that, and I'm not blowing a level 2 spell slot if he doesn't reappear. So, just gonna ready Firebolt again.
Okay.
And that's it.
Taz.
Alright, so bonus action. I want to use the healing potion that I have.
Alright. 2d4 plus 2.
Oof.
So 4.
4 points back. Yeah. Yeah, I'll back up a few steps. And ready an Eldritch Bolt or Eldritch Blast for when it reappears. Hold my action.
Okay. What were you going to say, Jacques?
Yeah, it goes invisible, right? Is what you said, right?
Yep.
Does that mean we still get attack of opportunities?
You don't notice it leaving your space, if it does.
Okay.
Part of the magic of the creature.
Okay.
Alexander.
Yep. Spells. Don't have anything really. I'm just gonna hold a Vicious Mockery for it appears. And that's my turn.
Okay. Vesper.
Which I can do. I'm going to a little bit towards Taz. Here. And this is hard. I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on Taz just because I have a feeling that I might try and attack him again. He has the lowest health of us all.
And remember, if it's a concentration spell, you will drop your Divine Favor.
Alright. Oh, damn, it is. I'll retract that. Sorry, Taz.
No, it's okay. I think depending upon its speed, I mean, I'm 30 feet away from where it was. I don't know how fast it moves. I wouldn't think it moves all that fast. It only moved 20 feet the last time, which is why I pulled back to 30.
They have a fly speed of 50.
Ah, okay.
Oh! Okay.
Don't you remember it rolled a 1 on its initiative and got a 10?
What does that have to do with fly speed?
Because it's dexterous and it can fly.
So basically, it's a +9 dex. Oh my gosh.
That's why its AC is 19.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Thing's so buff. Can I hold an attack?
Yep.
Okay, that's what I'll do.
A melee attack or a ranged attack?
Just melee.
Okay. Jacques.
Okay, I'm gonna move. Oh, I'll move over here. I guess I'll ready a range attack.
Okay, what are you holding?
My cantrip light.
Okay.
It's only 20 feet range. It's only 20 feet range. If it's within 20 feet, then I'll cast light on it.
Okay. I will say that when it appears, it is light.
Uh huh. Okay.
So you can still do that if you want, but when it appears, it is lit up. It's essentially a glowing orb of light.
So when it turns invisible, does my light go invisible as well?
Wait, say that again, sorry?
Yeah, it doesn't work like fairy fire. Fairy fire would still illuminate a creature that goes invisible, but light would not.
Correct.
Oh.
So you could hold sacred flame.
Okay. I thought if it was gonna go invisible, I thought at least my light would still show. But if it doesn't, then I'll just hold I'll hold.
For Alexander, that would work casting fairy fire, but not on a regular
I
light
think
cantrip.
that's a touch spell anyway.
No, you can cast it as a range attack.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Because you can cast it on objects. Yeah. All right. Anything else, Jock?
No. I mean, yeah.
Okay. It brings us back to the Will-O-Wisp's turn. The Will-O-Wisp is going to appear. And who wants to guess where it is? Anybody want to guess?
Taz.
We have one vote for Taz.
Alexander.
I was going to say Alexander.
Alexander.
Ah!
Because he incapacitated it.
Ooh.
Yeah, I kind of guessed that too. That's why I said Taz.
So this is a shock attack with advantage.
I'm like, oh, hey, buddy.
16 to hit.
Yep, that'll do it.
It rolled garbage for its damage, so that's only 6 points of lightning damage.
And for that, I am thankful.
But held actions now?
Yep. So whoever has ranged attacks, so that would be Liberté, Jacques, and Taz, you can go ahead and make
And
your
me.
attacks. What were you holding, Alexander?
I was holding Vicious Mockery.
Yes. Yep.
1 damage for radiant, but hey, well, just make a dexterity save.
All right. Liberté hits.
It's only going to take 3 from me. My 6 is halved.
Taz with
Hey!
a natural 20.
And I get hex damage on it.
Yep. Go ahead and roll it.
Crap damage, but it's a damage. Shit.
Hey.
Okay. So 11 damage.
Better than nothing. Like that's pretty all right.
So I'm going to do this in order. Dex save for Sacred Flame. 24.
Oh, okay.
No, wait, he's got disadvantage. Oh no, that saves. Never mind. Yep, never mind.
So does not take any radiant damage. The firebolt does go over your shoulder, Alexander, and dissipate across it. It takes 3 points of fire damage.
Mhm.
Right after that comes the Eldritch Blast, which just slams right into it. That is full damage because it's force, and it only rolled 1 necrotic. So that's 11 points of damage. It is starting to show more and more wear and tear. And then Wisdom save. 15. So it saves.
Dang it.
Alright. So that's all everybody's held actions. The Will-O-Wisp is then going to float up into the air 50 feet straight up. So it is 50 feet in the air.
Oh, that
So,
I can reach it.
Josh, I have a question on my damage roll. So, I'm supposed to get +4. +4?
Yeah, because you have Agonizing Blast, right?
Right, but so it doesn't. that +4 doesn't go on the crit die?
No.
Okay.
You
that's
only
the
get it
dice
once.
roll plus the 4, right? Okay. So 5 + 1 + 4. Okay.
Liberté.
So it's 50 feet in the air above Alexander. It went straight up.
It is in that exact square, straight up.
Okay.
So can I tell at all? Is this thing dying or not?
It does appear to have lost some of its visage. There are some holes, and its glow is starting to dim.
Okay, then screw the suggestion idea. I'm going to cast a magic missile.
All right, go ahead and roll it.
11 damage.
Oh.
11.
Ooh.
All right. You all see Liberté once again kind of slam his foot down, conjure up that energy. The darts fire off, slam into it. Its pulse is starting to speed up again. It's starting to go rapid fire now. Taz.
All right, so I gotta move down to here. So between Vesper and Jacques, and then I will cast Eldritch Blast again.
Go for it. Make the attack.
Here's the windup. Here's the pitch.
Oh, nice.
25, so 7 damage plus the hex damage. Come on, hex, do something this time. 3, so 10 damage.
Technically, it's 8 because necrotic is resistant to necrotic.
Oh, okay.
However, it had 5 hit points left. So Taz, what is your finishing touch on this will-o-wisp?
Ooh. Yeah, so I wind up and I focus really hard and just try to hit it like dead center, staring up at it, waiting to see what happens.
You do, and you fire, and it goes directly through the center, and you all hear the faint, and it just kind of dissipates into nothingness. And we are officially out of combat, folks.
All right.
So quickly looking around, are those spirits back or no?
Make a perception check.
I'm gonna look around to see if there's any loot.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Ugh. Nope. I'm in shock from being hit so hard.
You don't see any of those figures, Taz, and it also
Hey.
appears that the mist is starting to dissipate a little bit.
I got a 5.
You don't see anything of value, Alexander.
Does anybody have any healing? I ask meekly.
I'm gonna slap Taz on the back again. And just like, and I will give you 2.
Wow.
Okay, I want to look around as well.
Okay. For what specifically?
Hints of people who are not ghosts.
Make a perception check.
8.
Liberté, looking around, you don't notice anybody else in the vicinity as you're looking around.
I ask Jacques if you have enough in you to do another prayer.
No, I can't. I could give you some minor healing. However, I wish to save those in case if any of us ever fall. I can quickly.
Yeah, no, that's... I was looking because Alexander was low, you're low, Vesper's low.
I'm actually not low. I was doing it
Well,
wrong.
You are still injured, not
Oh.
low. Alexander and I are medium injury.
Well, I finished breakdancing, and then I look over to those guys, and I'm like, yeah, well, I could probably use a little bit of healing, if I'm honest.
I'm willing to bet that I have the lowest hit points right now.
Who does?
I don't know.
Lowest hit points,
Yeah,
yes.
liberté.
Most damage.
Well, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on both Taz and Alexander.
Okay.
Go ahead, roll it.
Yeah, there it is. Taz and then Alexander.
Yep, first one's for Taz, second one's for Alexander.
Ooh, I'm feeling all better now.
As a point of reference, my max hit points is 17.
Oh. So when that Will-O-Wisp did 13 points of damage to me.
Well, right now that would have killed me.
Yeah, oh.
Straight up, no death saves. He's done. Like,
Pretty much, with a will-o-wisp, they, if you get knocked out, they just basically eat you.
I know. Okay, so what's the plan here, guys? We just use spells, so we probably shouldn't take a short rest. We could keep going to the other side of the mist to see if anything's going on over there, or we could call it a job well done and head home.
The mist is dissipating?
Yeah, if you guys wait another 10 minutes or so, the mist eventually completely dissipates.
So while we're waiting for it to dissipate, maybe another detect magic to see if there's anything.
Yeah, just to make sure. Yeah.
I mean, you detected what was here before. We'll know if there's still anything here now.
Well, I think your 10 minutes of detect magic should still be going, right? After that.
No, because I used Hex, and that's a concentration,
Oh, okay.
concentration spell.
Then we'll wait. I'm up for waiting.
It's 10 minutes. Does anybody want to look around the immediate area for... Oh, well, we've trampled it pretty much. I was going to say looking for other footprints, but...
I did look, but I got an 8.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to open up my book and begin the ritual and just sit down and relax.
I will try to look for some tracks.
Okay, make a survival check.
Alright.
17. Okay. You walk towards where the other end of the mist was, so you're not looking at your own footprints, and you do find footprints heading in this direction.
Alright. Well, we got a lead. And a path. So, anything from the detect magic?
It's 10 minutes up.
Sure. Eventually, the 10 minutes comes, Taz. You cast Detect Magic and do not sense any magic other than your friend's items.
Okay. Nope. It seems to be all clear now. So the Will-O-Wisp is the cause of that. So we just killed something dangerous, and we're not going to get any money or rewards for it.
Depends how we sell it. You gotta be a businessman about this kind of things.
It's almost midnight, right?
I will say now it is midnight at this point.
Should we keep going or should we camp?
No, let's keep going. We got to finish this. We just wasted all of our healing spells as well, so there's no point camping now.
I will also say that you are at this point about a 2-hour journey back to town.
Well, our plan was to spend the night at the farmhouse if they'd let us.
Or at least on his porch.
The thing.
Of course, we don't have a tent.
That's an awful lot of locks for Vesper to try and pick.
I could pick them.
We've got a trail. We've got the trail. Let's follow it. Let's go.
Why do you think I would pick them?
I'll lead the way, since I was the one who found it. I guess we'll follow the footprints to wherever it leads.
Marching order, same. Jacques, Vesper, Alexander behind them, Liberté.
I'll stand up. I'll brush off and I'll moonwalk back to everyone else.
Okay.
I'm running out of dance moves. I don't know many.
Should you be doing the dance from the Spider-Man movie that he does? Spider-Man 2? Yeah.
Oh yes, hell yeah.
Oh no.
Where he's strutting down the street and doing finger guns at everything. Hell yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, finger gun.
I cringe every time thinking about that.
Are we moving stealthily? Are we moving normally?
Can't move stealthily.
We got lights.
Well, you can, I can't.
Have a liability. We can't do that.
So wait, so maybe I should go in.
I think I
The
should
middle-
lead again, and you guys should stealth behind. If it goes bad, then it goes bad. And if it's a person, then I can talk to them.
Are we sure we want
Yeah.
him talking to people? Because he has gotten into a lot of trouble in the short amount of time that I've known him.
Good point. Vesper
Yeah, but
in
I've also
front.
gotten us out of a lot of trouble in the short time that I've known me. So
Vesper in front then.
It's Vesper's turn.
Alright, Vesper.
Okay.
All right. So what's the plan?
Normally, we'll walk through it normally.
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 Okay. So someone make a survival check to try to follow the footprints.
I. Come on, survival. Oh my god. Oh, hold up. Inspiration.
Well, it's a natural 1.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
It doesn't help.
pointless.
1, I can't inspire you after you do it. 2, I don't want to.
For some reason, I thought inspiration was a reroll. I got it wrong. Oh, yeah.
So what is the marching order?
Vesper, me, Task. Hold up.
Liberté, Alexander in the
please
back.
do that.
Yeah, I'll be in the back.
All right.
Alexander needs a certain amount of room now,
Yeah, so
flare-wise.
Alexander in the far back.
Natural 1, so we probably walked off a cliff.
So Jacques takes the lead, and having noticed the footprints earlier, is fairly confident about his abilities. However, an hour goes by
Oh, God.
and you have not found anything. I will also say I need everyone to go ahead and make a Constitution save, as you are now pushing into exhaustion territory.
A natural 20.
Nice.
Considering I've been dancing this whole time, I'm just in my element apparently.
10.
You're feeling pretty good. Vesper, you just make it. Everybody but Liberté is feeling okay. Liberté, you now have a point of exhaustion.
Liberté, draw a card. Maybe it'll help you. You look tired.
Eventually, though, you all do miraculously, Vesper kind of getting you guys back on track. You all begin to approach what looks like a small clearing. Across the way, you see a small fire, along with a hut. You see a number of different creatures. Many of different races, some that might not usually work together, sitting around what seems to be a circle of stones. And across the way, Taz, you recognize the female figure. All of the creatures seem to be staring at you as you approach.
Okay, let's approach this without any hostility. And I guess you people who can talk to people, talk to these people.
So are we all approaching the hut area?
That's up to you guys.
I think that would be best.
Okay.
I don't want any of us to be separated. Fester, you want to slowly lead? Or are you guys okay with this?
Whatever you want to do.
She seems to be staring and waiting for you to approach.
Alright, let's approach then. I guess we'll go as close as we can for, I don't know, right on the edge of the circle, I guess. Vesper or Alexander trying to talk to her.
Okay, I'm following him, but I'm not going that close.
I'll go join Jacques.
Alexander's gonna follow up all of you. He's gonna be back here jiving away.
There's my torch. Come here. Got it.
All these animals, they can see us now.
They are all staring at you.
Ah,
They have been since you started to enter the clearing.
and they don't seem hostile or anything.
Make an insight check.
Okay. 5.
Can I make?
You can't tell.
Can I make an inside check on the lady?
Sure, go ahead.
20.
She does not appear to have a smile on her face.
Oh boy.
She seems to have a bit of a scowl. Her body language is semi-aggressive.
You reaching for a weapon?
No, I'm not.
Ask her about Jenny's jewelry.
Okay. How far?
Why have you come here?
We were asked to come here by the town because
Who speaks? I cannot see you.
I'm gonna walk closer.
Yeah, you guys want to come? You guys want to stay together, or you guys gonna stay all over there? I'm staying as close as I can with Vesper.
Okay. We aren't here to harm you, I swear. Can she see us now?
She's been looking at you the whole time. She said that because Taz was talking and he was behind all of you.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe she was blind or something.
So I moved out from behind Alexander. The town asked us to come here to help Farmer Errich. It seems that some suspicious activities were occurring. A scarecrow seemed to be coming to life every night. Was that your doing?
Does it matter?
Until yes. We're trying to figure it out.
We are trying to figure out what and why.
She kind of scoffs and kind of paces in a small circle. You come to my home where I live, demanding answers of me.
It's a lot better than you coming and casting magic at us without talking to us.
You attacked my friends and murdered them all.
Well, no. As a point of fact, your friends attacked us, and then you attacked us.
I look at Alexander because I'm thinking about those fucking rats.
She calls across the way to you, Taz. If you remember, Mr. Elf, your dancing friend struck the first blow.
She's right.
I want to defend myself on that, if I may. And I will continue doing the Spider-Man 3 walk up there. Just up to where everyone else is, if I could. As far as I was concerned, I was well within the confines of the laws of nature because I was just getting food for my cat, which also lost its life in return. So, I would say fair is fair as far as I'm concerned.
Like exchange.
Yeah, alchemy and shit.
Circle of life.
Make a persuasion check. Because she does not know that you are deceiving her. Because she did see the cat.
I'm not.
Well, I don't think familiar.
She doesn't know that Alexander or that Charles is a familiar.
Right.
Oh shit.
Oh no! This is why we wanted Vesper to talk.
She glances around you.
I was pulled into it.
I do not see this feline anywhere.
It's because he's dead. You killed him. He's my friend.
Seeing as how you attacked first, it appears that he gave his life for yours in self-defense.
That's what I'm saying. Fair. Yeah.
He died nobly.
Perhaps you would like to draw a card?
Yes. Okay. No, I wanna try and do this. Okay, how about we leave that as even, and we leave it in the hands of fate. I've got a completely random deck of cards here. I'll let you draw one card, and based on the answer of that, that'll decide what happens here.
She isn't even paying attention to you.
Okay, shit. Worth a shot.
Give me a reason why I should let you walk away.
Can I say something?
She turns her bright elven eyes to you. You see her long flowing robes, pointed ears, hair kind of trailing down past her shoulders. She's wearing what looks to be wooden armor.
I'm just going to ever so slowly walk towards her with my hands up in I'm not gonna hurt you sort of way. Not in like a condescending oh, you're an animal who's about to bite me way, just
I got you.
Yeah. Just slowly. Yeah.
How close are you trying to get?
I'm gonna stay right here. Just right there.
Okay.
I don't know how close that is, but we're here to hear your side of story. Was there something that this farmer did that would cause you to react this way towards him? It's not...
Make a persuasion check.
11.
Your DC was not as high. She looks at you, Vesper, and kind of looks out over all of the creatures there. As I mentioned before, a number of different creatures. You see bears, you see an eagle, toads, wolves, a badger, a bat, boar, basically anything that you can kind of imagine that would live in the forested area you see around here. And she kind of steps forward and spreads her arms wide. Here in the Glory Glade, we do what we can to protect ourselves and allow Mother Nature to run her course. Yes, there are creatures who need to eat. And she kind of gestures to the bears and the wolves. They feed on other animals. That is only the circle of life. What I stand for, what we stand for, and she again gestures to all of the animals who are, you can almost swear they seem to be standing or sitting and paying attention. We do not condone the senseless ruining of our home. Every year, more and more of our sacred woods are taken. If this continues, we will not hesitate to take back what is ours.
Just so I can get a better understanding here. This farmer that you were near his crops, was he trying to encroach on the forest here?
All the farmers are. Cut down our trees. They take our food, destroy their homes, pointing at animals, poison our water. I spend nearly all my time tending to the sick and injured.
Sorry to hear that. It's not fair.
No, it is not. There are not many who share my ideals.
Have you tried speaking to any of the farmers around, trying to make them understand?
They would not listen to me. They take what they want when they want it.
They would not, or they did not?
I'm sorry?
They would not listen to you, or they did not listen to you?
Would not, is what she said.
How far is this going to go then?
As far as necessary.
Only one person. You can't do much.
I said, child, all of the farmers in this region are encroaching upon our woods. Our land shrinks each year. Habitats become smaller. Creatures fight for homes. This grove is sacred. I protect these people here. Once they leave the sanctity of my grove, they become A nuisance. A threat. They are shot down, sliced, beheaded. Would you not fight for what was yours if your home was in danger?
I would, but there's only so much you can do, isn't there?
From their viewpoint, they're only trying to survive as well by being able to provide and put food on their tables.
And that's just for them to provide for other people as well.
So they need to take more and more each year. You take their side in this.
No, I'm not. Honestly, we were done with our job the moment we dispatched those rats, because our job was to take care of the scarecrow.
Well,
Our job was to take care of the scarecrow.
Yeah, did you do the scarecrow thing?
Like, all this is just basically, I don't know. I just want to understand what the reasoning was. But other than that, we were done with our job.
no, not if the scarecrow can animate again the second we leave.
She gives you a sly smile, Taz. If only.
Wasn't you?
I ask again, does it matter?
Just for curiosity's sake.
Make a persuasion check.
Then.
She just looks at you, no response.
Would it benefit you to know of a safer place for you and your friends that is not encroached upon by man and seems to emanate a kind of protective magic?
What place is this?
You're not talking about that place, the very beginning.
The glade, we were about 10 hours of travel from here, that we were held captive by someone, and we came upon what seemed to be an enchanted grove, which was resistant to fires and damages that were being attempted against it. We did manage to kill the human that was starting the fires and poisoning the waters and killing creatures and people alike for his own entertainment. And that area now appears safe to live in. And if it does have its own magics to protect you and your friends, perhaps that's a more desirable place to be.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Ugh.
10.
She kind of cocks her head, looking at you. Roll a d20, Taz.
Oh boy.
9.
Okay. She was insight checking you. She looks at Vesper, Jacques, and Alexander. Please back out of my circle.
No, let's go.
Okay.
Place is secluded though.
The town will continue to send more and more and more relentlessly.
Are you backing out, Alexander or Vesper?
Yeah. I'll just give her a look and then leave.
Okay. As soon as you all step out of the circle, she climbs up onto this rock and sits down in a cross-legged stance. and you notice that all of the animals around here begin to not leave, but they just slowly back away from the circle itself. So, like, all of the ones that were even, like, on a rock, they move back. And slowly she begins to chant, picks a couple of herbs you see out of a bag that she carries and kind of sprinkles them in front of her. And there seems to be a soft, gentle green glow that starts to emanate around the ring of stones. And this goes on for a couple of minutes.
Do I recognize what she was saying?
Make a nature check.
Yeah,
Oof, nope.
are we speaking Druidic?
Too much time in the library. Not enough time outdoors.
Were you going to make one too, Liberté, or just
Ken, I would just assume she's speaking Druidic as well.
Are you proficient in nature?
No.
I'm going to say no then. After a minute or two more of this, that kind of softly glowing green energy seems to increase. And it seems to be like a surge. You know those games at like Dave and Buster's where it's a circle and they have the light that goes around in circles really fast and you have to like try to stop it on a certain light?
Mm-hmm.
That's essentially what it's doing. It's going super, super fast around this circle, just spinning and spinning and spinning. You're getting dizzier and dizzier the longer it's going. And then all of a sudden, you hear a clap, like a clap of thunder. The light dissipates in a green flash, and she is standing, looking up at the sky. She waits for a moment, and all the animals are they're not sitting anymore. They're standing. They're like looking up at her, trying to see what's going on. And she lowers her head and turns to look at you all. This place, it exists. You were not deceiving me.
No, it exists.
I will investigate this. You have my word that until I finish my investigation of this place, I shall not harass the farmers. If it does not turn out to be what you say, it shall resume.
Seems fair.
Well, that's the best outcome we can get.
I bow my head to her. I take you at your word, as you have taken me at mine.
Farewell, fellow travelers. You have surprised me. And she turns, walks off this big stone in the center, and walks back towards her hut. Turns her back on you. And all of the animals that are near you start to close in. They all start to get closer to her.
Let's go.
Back to the farm.
Yeah, I really did not want to fight, honestly.
Alright. Are you guys going all the way back to the farm?
How long was it?
Yeah.
It was like, what, 40 minutes, 50 minutes walk?
Hour walk?
No, the farm is probably an hour and a half at least. And that's if you don't get lost.
Which way was the forest going to? Was it like going further away from the town?
Yes.
Back to the farm.
Farm.
All right.
Yeah, we gotta go to the farm.
I'll lead us back, I guess.
Okay, make a survival check.
Oh, nice. All right.
Yes.
Finally, yeah.
23.
With the 23, I will say that you will cut off some of the time. I will say you will get back to the farm in an hour. However, that means I need another Constitution save from everybody in the party for exhaustion.
Yes.
Whoa!
Hey, wow.
Oh man, look at you guys.
16, 20, 21, 22, 14.
Yep, everybody seems to be pushing along. Even Liberté seems to be doing all right. And before you know it, around I will say 3 a.m. You do come back to the outskirts of the farm.
Wait, why do Liberté, Vesper, and I show as Constitution save, and the others show as just Constitution?
Because I didn't do it right.
It didn't matter.
Oh.
They rolled high enough
Okay.
anyway.
This was a Constitution saving throw, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it was a Constitution save because it was an exhaustion check. But
Okay.
it doesn't matter. You guys made it. Around 3 a.m, you come to the outskirts of the farm.
Okay, when we were here before, it was all lit up and there was somebody on the roof, right?
Correct. There were lights around the roof. However, the lights are now off, and you don't see anybody on the roof.
That's odd.
3 a.m. Why is that odd?
Well, he's a paranoid person.
paranoid people gotta sleep sometime.
He also had a party sent by the lieutenant to go fix his issue. I don't think he
Oh, I gotcha.
anticipates there being an
Oh, so
additional
when they
problem.
show up, oh.
They'll get here eventually.
Where's the party at, though? No.
Is there a barn?
Yep, this is the barn over here.
Is there like animals in it, or is it just like a place for storing?
You can go check and find out.
Somebody has pen and a pencil or writing materials. Just put a note on the door that says that we're sleeping in the barn so he doesn't freak out.
Okay, I have that. I think, right? Yeah,
Yay!
yeah.
You do.
Yeah, we've both got that.
Sleeping in barn. Love. What are we? What are we?
What do you sign it as the name, Vesper?
Alexander and the boys.
I knew it. I knew it.
Be quiet. I'm asking Vesper what she's signing as the name.
Ooh, you put on the spot.
I am. I was just gonna like sign my name, but
Alright, she's gonna sign her name.
The Scarecrow.
Vesper's Angels.
I was actually thinking like Charlie's Angels because of Charles. Like,
Charles's Angels.
yeah, I'm gonna write down Charles's Angels. Just put it on the door.
Wait, is it actual Charles's or just Charles? So grammatically correct or grammatically incorrect?
I'm like really tired, so I don't bother with everything. So it's probably grammatically incorrect. Charles.
All right, it's Charles's Angels.
Charles's Angles.
Yeah, Angles.
Angles.
All right. While Vesper is putting the note on the door, Taz, you go up to the barn and discover it is locked.
Oh.
We just.
And then,
Can anybody pick a lock?
am I still overwriting the note?
Yeah, you're going to be over there for a minute.
Alexander, can you pick a lock?
I've got a rapier. I could see what happens, but probably not.
Why don't we just sleep here on the field right here?
I think, yeah, we can sleep here. It's fine. But more importantly, and I'll step up to the group, and I'm like, it's nearly dawn. Who wants to pick a card? Come on.
Oh, knowing the effects won't last long.
Go ahead,
Did we
Tez.
just get Taz suggesting that he'll do it? I'm keen.
How close to dawn is it?
It is 3 a.m., so probably 3 or 4 hours.
I need sleep.
I unroll my bedroll and I sleep here.
That's a good point. Alexander can't sleep.
That's if he wants to move.
Wait,
I would argue.
yeah. So
Aww.
He only has to dance if he wants to move.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if he sleepwalks, that's a whole nother issue. But we haven't addressed.
Is Vesper back yet?
Yeah, she's back.
Okay. Before somebody pulls a card, let's go over what effects we know of so far.
sudden urge to dance.
Right.
No, that's just been me the whole time. The card did nothing.
Personality change, or I don't know if it was changing someone to the opposite of what they are, or whether it was just a calming, which is what happened to Gothrak. The gold dragonborn disappeared.
I'm really concerned about that.
One guy disappeared. One guy turned old.
Alexander.
One stopped someone chasing you.
What card did you get, and what did it do when you pulled it in the mansion?
It instantly stopped Gothrak in his tracks. I believe.
But what did it really do?
No, we didn't believe that the first time.
That's what I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I can roll persuasion, deception, whatever you want, but
You did the last time and failed.
yeah, but Alexander
We
did
didn't
not
challenge
see the
him.
card. He doesn't know because I pulled it out and faced it directly towards him. We don't know what it did.
You don't know what it did.
Oh,
You just
God.
know that one of
Okay.
them got older and the other turned invisible, as far as you know.
No, I'm talking about the card Alexander pulled in the mansion.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I was running away, I turned away, and then Yu-Gi-Oh style, I pulled it out and faced it towards him. I didn't look at it.
No, you
I
did not.
specifically did say that.
You showed it to Gothrak.
Yeah,
Okay, so we don't.
so I don't know.
So we don't know what that one does. Okay.
Do I, as a person, know what it did? Hell yeah, but know what it said at least, or had.
You don't know what it did, Alexander.
Yeah, but you told me what it. Well, you said what it looked like. I remember that, but I.
Oh, yeah.
Alexander doesn't know.
You don't know what the effect was.
Okay.
Correct.
So, the Dragonborn did not just disappear.
Probably.
No, I know what happened to him.
He was around committing crimes the rest of the day.
Well,
How do you know what happened to him?
because I was the Dragonborn.
Or the what?
I used my disguise self so I could pull a card without anybody knowing it was me.
Insight check that.
Make an insight check. And roll with advantage.
Because he couldn't possibly be that tall.
He seems to be telling 100% the truth, Vesper.
Let me worry all day.
Well, yes, it was great.
You have a peculiar sense of humor, Liberté.
I'll go over and high five him like it was pretty good.
So, what the card did is it gave me the ability to go incorporeal.
I drew a picture for you.
So,
I don't draw.
What do you mean incorporeal?
at will, I could basically enter the ethereal plane. I could walk through walls and become invisible all at the same time at will.
That's pretty sick. Let's pull a card.
You couldn't see into the ethereal plane, but essentially you could turn yourself invisible and walk through walls as if you were a ghost.
Right. And so when Jock was missing, the reason why I took off was so that I could search all the other rooms.
Yeah, fair enough.
I just walked through all the rooms, invisible.
Did
Damn.
you see anything interesting?
Who's asking me that?
God.
So, I kind of look around and said, "Yeah, I saw a couple interesting things."
Who said that? No. Yeah, so all of a sudden our scariest card is now one of the best cards. So let's
So
pull a card. Come on, Ted.
the only reason I'm bringing it up is because obviously there are some good effects too. I mean, that was great.
The reason you didn't bring this up sooner?
It's funny.
Because I felt like it would be a bigger story if I waited a couple days before telling you what happened.
So when you went down to talk to the bartender,
Yeah, I went like halfway down the stairs and then went invisible and then went through all the rooms looking for Shock.
That's why he wasn't down there when you went looking for him, because he was already back upstairs.
Okay, that mystery is solved. So out of 2, 3, 4, 5 cards, we have one unknown, one good effect,
I would say 2,
three,
because
3 bad
Well,
ones.
the unknown effect couldn't possibly have been anything bad, and the Gothric thing is at best a neutral.
Well, depends. If you do it to a calm person, is it going to cause them to be a murderer? Or we don't know quite yet the effect personality.
Well, I mean, Gothric punches throats, but he never killed anybody for no reason.
Right, but this had the opposite effect of his personality.
Who has the worst personality here?
The worst personality.
We all turn and look at Alexander.
I would say self-serving, but I wouldn't say the worst.
So anyway, Taz, pull a card.
I would hate to see the opposite. I'd be helping everyone. It would suck.
That'd be very good, actually. I think you should pull it.
No.
Well, he already pulled it. Alexander already pulled one.
Damn. Trapped. Okay.
One of you three needs to pull one, though. I already pulled one.
I think I'm going to go to sleep.
No. You're the one I want to pull it most. Alright, Vesper. The card. Your destiny.
At the end of the day, we need to know what they all do.
How many hours are left?
Right, it's not long.
Only like 3 or 4.
The longer you guys are up, the less time. So probably 3.5 hours or so. 3.5 hours.
If you do it now and it doesn't, incapacitate you, then we can all rest and forget about it and then do it all again tomorrow. But if we wait, then we all don't get a rest. So
We have to keep watch.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going.
So I'm going to go start my short rest.
Short rest?
Med roll. Just
Well-
real quick. Almost defeatedly. Just like, ugh. And then I'm gonna go say, okay, I'll take a card.
Alright.
Okay.
I will reach out the deck and you can grab one.
Roll a d20, Vesper.
It's terrifying.
I'm so happy you guys gave those to me.
Oh, wait. The cards randomized, so... Oh, but the 18... We rolled
Oh
once
shoot, no!
before.
Yes, Vesper. Are you showing everybody the card?
Just like display it.
You are or are not?
I'm displaying it, yeah, like one of those YouTube BD gurus who like show things. Just like, here it is, guys.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
You draw the card, look at it, and then kind of show it to everybody, and you all see what appears to be a mirror. It is very large, and it appears to just be reflecting a window on the opposite side. And as this happens, Vesper and Alexander, you've seen this effect. Vesper, your hair begins to change, your skin sags, and you appear as much, much older.
I'm just gonna run.
You do not feel any different.
See, this is good to know.
It's a partial.
And old people like sleep, so...
When she talks, does she sound old?
Essentially, you appear half of your lifespan older.
How old am I again?
So if you're a human, and say a human lives to 100, if you're 25 and you pull the card, you look like you're 75. But other than that, you have no ill effects.
Okay, so after she pulls the card, I just take the deck of cards from Alexander and he can't stop me.
Nah, he still has them.
Aw.
Try to like steal them from him.
So, Vesper, you now have an idea of what you're going to look like in a lot of years.
Can I see myself? Because like,
I will minor illusion so that she can see what she looks like.
am I like still attractive? Like, old person attractive?
Liberté, make an Arcana check. Make an Arcana check. We'll see how good it is.
Okay, I'm also attempting to do this so that there's half as many wrinkles.
Okay, Vesper, you're pretty good looking. Yeah.
Silver
Yeah.
fox.
Well, once again, she's a woman, not a male. That's the second time that's happened tonight.
It's fine. Not bad.
I think that is probably a decent spot to end.